One city. One club. We're back. The time is now.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to NUFC Talk TV. What is it showing there? Anyway, we're live. Hey, it is match day, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United set to face Espanyol from Spain. And at St. James's Park, the first preseason game. We are back in the Toon. Tomorrow will be Atletico Madrid and Newcastle, of course, at St. James's Park as well. And one of the last two games of the preseason. So we gotta oil it up, we gotta shape it up, and we got to now start using the lineups that we're gonna start using. Everybody can hear me, right? I'm good. Am I?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So we gotta start using the proper lineups.
So.
I guess I would assume there's a lineup now. Dom is our producer on crack is giving us the Espanyol's lineup and Newcastle's lineup with Ramsdale starting for the Toon. Can you believe that? Ramsdale.
Believe that. I cannot believe the rest.
Well, we're going to take a look at it. Hey, Dom, I made you a screen share if you want to put the lineups on screen. My computer is kind of being a little bit of slow as the mighty wind. But it's going to be interesting. We'll take a look at that. But we got to talk about news. But first, folks, everybody in the chat, pause for a second. Get out of the chat. Hit the like button. We need you to hit the like button. We need you to support the channel. Right now, everybody, please smash that like button. We need to get as many likes as we can. In this long show, we need at least 400 likes. Come on now, 400 likes. Get us to where we need to be. Help us out. And that's free. But also, if you want to highlight your comment, if you want to do what you want, you can super chat, you can super sticker, you can gift memberships away, etc. We got the lineups then, ladies and gents. That is Newcastle United. So Newcastle United, why is Win, what are you doing, man? You're knackered, man. Fucking hell, man. This dude, we got a producer in the building for a reason, man. Anyway, that's Newcastle United's lineup. Ramsdale, Hall, Shard, Targett, Kraft, Osula, Jacob Murphy, Byrne, Bruno G, Sung Su, and Lewis Miley. Is that it? Lewis Miley, yeah, that's that. Why don't you like about no Tonali, no
Well,
no
he's got
Jolinton?
Hall playing right. I'm assuming he's got Hall playing right back, Shea and Kraft centre back, and Target left back. Why would you switch Hall?
Well, I mean, you don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. So
Unless he's playing.
actually, Kraft always plays right.
Kraft right back. And
Yeah.
Share and Target centre backs.
That makes no sense, does it? Actually, I don't know why. Well, that makes no sense. Quite honestly, it doesn't. I mean, trying to sugarcoat it here, but you can't sugarcoat shite. Somebody told me. And
No, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's not.
Hall will be in midfield.
He's playing Byrne and Shea.
Hey,
Centre back. Target.
I tell ya.
Right back. Target left back, and he's playing Hall in midfield.
is it going to be then, ladies and gentlemen, that
Bruno G and Miley.
we finally see Lewis Hall playing midfield? He's been a midfielder since he was a young bairn, and obviously a left back for Newcastle forever. But everybody's always been talking. What if he can play midfield? Blah blah blah. Is that something that Eddie Howe is doing because he knows that we are knackered in the transfer team, and so that we might not get a midfielder? Because we need a replacement. Trust me. I think we need somebody to add a level of backup for the midfield. So we're going to talk about that. But we'll dive deep into the lineups, into the match here in a minute. But let's go with some news, though, if we can. A lot of stuff. We've been linked to Kolomuani today, and then also unlinked as we speak.
Yeah.
However, I got a little bit of a story I got a little bit of something to say about this, because people are saying, or some reporters from Germany, many of them highly regarded, they're saying that Newcastle is in concrete talks with striker Randall Colomuani, 26 of France, PSG forward now. He is top of the short list after the Sesko decided to go to Man United. And other reporters saying that we're really talking, we're negotiating right now. We've opened negotiations. And then Romano comes out and says that there is nothing there, that Juventus is the only club that wants to buy, and the only club that wants to buy Colomuani, and that his sources in Newcastle tell him deny everything, basically, at this point when it comes to Colomuani. Keith Downey says the same thing. He's actually making a little bit of a mockery there, says because there was a plane pictured, and those plane pictures, blah blah blah. And then I think it was somebody else, maybe Craig Hope or something, that they denied it. Now, Grim Bailey says that we are talking with him. Some people might not believe him, and that's fine. But my theory is, what if they have asked their Newcastle sources to say, are you in for Colomuani? And they say no, because of the fiasco of this whole situation. I'm not saying that he will, but I'm just saying, if everything gets leaked and we've been criticizing the team and blah blah blah, would it make sense that the club declines, rejects any conversations of any player at this point in order for it not to be leaked, in order for not to lose the player potentially? Mighty, when you love your conspiracy theories, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I would love us to be, actually in for him. But all of the reports that I saw this afternoon were continental sources saying that we were, and British sources saying that we weren't, and very definitely weren't.
Yeah.
To their knowledge, there has been no contact at all between Newcastle and PSG. So it's, who do you believe? Every single story, Fred on his typewriter types in Timbuktu that, Newcastle are interested in Harry Kane. And straight away that gets picked up by everybody who's got their search engines working. Whoa, fucking hell, Newcastle are in for Harry Kane.
Yeah.
It's bollocks. We know absolutely nothing until the club says something. As we know right now, the club are just failing miserably in getting any positive news out at all.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
And Dom is telling us that Wissa is not in the Brentford squad tonight, as they're going to play, I guess, a friendly game with somebody. So, and that is very much right now at this point concrete, that everybody's reporting on it, saying that Wissa is the Newcastle is finalizing the Wissa deal. So I think it's going to happen. And Brentford has made a decision that they can't keep him. They won't keep him. Now
they've gone for the Brighton kid as well,
and they're going to try to. They're working on getting a striker in as we speak. But it looks like we're finalizing that deal, which it would be
is
a
it
very
Brighton? Bournemouth.
Wherever he's from. Anyway, we got a super chat coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Random access. Here's to a Toon win. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Random access. Appreciate you for your kind support, matey. Thank you for the £10. If you want to donate, help the channel grow, help pay for Mighty Win's medication, please send in the super chats. Donate. You can gift memberships away or become a member yourself. We just had a meeting just a while ago about what we're going to bring the members. We have a lot of giveaways to do as well, so we need to do that. So got stuff for members. So come on, become a member and enjoy exclusive content coming just for you. By the way, that is NTTV Plus members. NTTV Plus members are $4.99. So join that one. A lot of shows for you when it comes to that. Somebody's racing in somebody's background. And,
yeah, that's. I've got boy races coming up and down my road.
That's illegal, man. Call the cops. Lee Ryder, one of the other ones that has completely declined any approach of Newcastle for Colomuani. Romano, again, the same thing. Gary, I didn't get your thoughts. So what do you think about this whole, can we be hopeful or, it is what it is. We're not in for him.
I think, I think a lot of this now is one, who's the mole? Because it just seems as though any information that Newcastle are going for potential targets seem to get leaked all over the place. Now, whether there's been some agreement between club and press to say, listen, we're in a bit of a problem situation. Let's keep it, under wraps until we have some discussions with the club. 55 minutes ago, according to a source, Rasmus Højlund is another one that that Newcastle have approached Manchester United about the potential availability. So again, it depends on what stream you look at. Any striker that has worth his weight in salt these days seems to be somebody under vision of Newcastle. So I think you can take it both ways, mate. I think there's probably been some talk because we all know he wants minutes. PSG aren't going to give him minutes. And I think there was always going to be a potential him moving away. Whether he'd be interested in the Premier League, then, at the end of the day, if he's available and he's at the right price, then, why not?
Yep. Column one, that's a statement signing if that ever happens. But
yeah, absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, one person a player that I do like that we've been linked with today is Mr. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Samu Abioba. Something like that. Newcastle interested in him. He has a lot of goals, by the way. A lot of goals. Way more goals than Sesko. So I didn't understand the why people were going nuts about Sesko. I just said, whatever. I guess Sesko come in and people think he's great. That's fine. But he's scored more goals than this guy in the Bundesliga. The Mighty Win saying that Bundesliga is the second best league in the world is rubbish. It's not as good. Obviously, it's not as bad as the Portuguese league. But still, you're playing for Porto. A lot of expectations, a lot of pressure. And
what I say about the Bundesliga is that there are more competitive games, proper competitive games in the Bundesliga than there are in La Liga.
Okay.
So, you can argue Serie A because...
Yeah, but, I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. So it is what it is. You're a Bundesliga fan. I mean, that's fine. I respect other leagues. I actually do respect other leagues. But, it's not the second best league. So it's okay, though. But Mr. Samu, what do you guys think? 27 goals, man. That's a lot of goals.
Yeah, I like him. He was on my go-to list when the saga of Isak all started the meltdown, because he's got good balance for his size. He's a stocky guy as well. Good in the air. Well, he's decent in the air. Something that we haven't seen. He's very athletic. He bounces off defenders and he stands his ground. He doesn't. He's not easy to shirk off the ball. So good with both feet as well. He's not frightened to use his left foot. And the one thing that I absolutely love about this lad, and I know there's going to be probably a mixed viewing on this, is he actually looks to play in his teammates as well, rather than just be selfish and go for goal. And some people will say, well, no, as a striker, you've got to go for goal. He's the type of player that if he sees somebody in a better place, he will lay the ball off rather than try something spectacular. And I think that is something that I love to see when you've got players that commit defenders out of the way to create space for others to exploit.
The good thing is he's Spanish and he doesn't have to travel, because with Wissa, we're going to have to deal with the African couple of nations. And so a good thing is to bring in somebody that you will be able to depend on for the whole season. That's something that's important as well. If indeed Alexander Isak leaves, which we don't know, but Craig Hope has reported that he is not, as expected, not even part of nothing at this point. Those are Samu's stats right there. If you can zoom in a little bit so people can read it, if you can, that would be greatly appreciated. I can't see very much on that one, but
all you can see, there's a lot of greens, and I think that's always
that's
a
good.
positive.
Well, that's good. That's good. Ben Jacobs is saying that Newcastle are interested in him, as per Edu Burgos, Cold, reporter for Diario AS. No guarantee things advance as Newcastle assess several targets, and Samu is also open to stay at Porto after scoring 27 goals last season. So there you go. No guarantees there, but it is what it is. There's the stats right there. Lovely. Non-penalty goals, that's 0.6. Is that good? 92%.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So interesting. Assist Is that 67? No, that's just the percentile. Anyway, but no, that's like you said. All greens. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Underrated to say the least. Nobody's talked about him. So
and the other thing about it, he ain't bad penalty taker either. So as we lose Isak, who is obviously our main penalty taker, if this lad does come through, he's also not a bad lad at spot kicks either. So it's like I said, for me, if I was to bring a player in that can, I don't think you're going to get like for Isak, but he's young, he's got masses of potential. Like I say, already athletic, and I think he's a type of player, for me, excites me more than Sesko did.
All right, interesting. All right, so and also let's go with Thiaw, Malik Thiaw. Right now, I got a translator post from Italy from Alessandro Giacobone, Milanisti, says that the player has given his full approval for a transfer to the Premier League. If the English club can make a decisive move, the path would already be clear, ready with a 4 million plus bonuses until 2030. 4 million would be his salary. So what is that a week? Win?
4 million, 80 grand a week.
Well, that's not bad. I wouldn't. That's pretty good for a pro center back, and not proven, but still, I think he can do a job. Milan want to keep him, by the way. Massimiliano Allegri wants to keep him. Don't want to sell him, but it looks like the young player has his head turned towards Newcastle, which is good for once. And well, I mean, it looks like we might be in for him, and it might happen. I don't know why we didn't go to Margate, unless Margate has told everybody that he's not willing to move to Newcastle. So maybe he's waiting for Liverpool next season, which is fair enough. But what do you guys do? People in the chat, hit the like button. Come on, don't forget to do that. Smash the like button. What do you think, though, Win, about Thiaw getting closer and closer as we speak?
I had an interesting conflab on the phone this afternoon about Thiaw. If we're interested in Thiaw, which apparently we are, because we've put a bid in and we're going back with another one, ex-teammate of Tonali, surely they can say to Tonali, give him a bell and tell him to come over. Tell him we want him. If that interest's there, surely there's one method of communication, because you're not telling me Tonali hasn't got his number in his phone, ex-teammate. Ring him up and say, do you fancy it, do you not fancy it, first of all, and then that would get them a more or less definitive answer whether to pursue it or not. And then, do you have a situation then, the old Win conspiracies again, do you have a situation then when Tonali's saying, I'm not going to tell him to come over here because I'm leaving here next year, and if I tell him to come over and then do off, that's me dropped him right in the crop. And all those sort of things going on. But if everything in the garden's rosy, as we hope it is, why wouldn't you use Tonali to advance your case? We haven't got Amanda, we've got Tonali, better yet, ex-teammate.
Well,
and
Steve
by
is
the
saying...
way, an ex-teammate who would appreciate just how good Tonali is because he played with him.
Well, Steve is saying tonight, I can tell him how shite we are.
Well, and that's the problem. That's the problem, because you ring up and say, mate, didn't come here, the place is in turmoil.
Right now from MSI Douglas is that club sources, according to him, have pointed out that our only 4 players they have actually bid for have gone elsewhere are Hugo Ekitike, Sesko, Trafford, and Pedro, and that is the actual truth and fact. I've been debating about this on X, and people say that we've been rejected 10 times now, and nobody wants to come. We only went in for 4 players. Those are the 4 players. We never went for Mbeumo.
Who are the 4 that you listed there?
Ekitike, well, that is according to MSI Douglas.
Ekitike.
Sesko and Pedro. And by the way, with Pedro, we lingered too long because we knew he wanted Chelsea.
So according to him, we didn't put a bid in for Sesko, and we didn't put a bid in.
Yeah, we did. He's saying Ekitike, Sesko. We never put a bid in for Mbeumo. I don't know who told you that. Never.
No.
We have never even gone for the other Cunha guy. Never. Just because a club says his situation doesn't mean that we're in for him.
I agree with the Cunha thing, but I was pretty sure I read somewhere.
Never. Because
definitively they would put a bid
when
in
we approached Embuemo, he said, "I want Man United. I'm going to Man United." He told everybody that because it wasn't just Newcastle that wanted him. He told everybody that I want Man United. So there you go, got Man United. He looks a little bit overweight, by the way. I don't know if that's a Photoshop picture, but
Yeah, it was
saw a little-
photoshopped.
I don't know what's happening there. But only Ekitike, Sesko,
How
Trafford,
many
Pedro.
Gregs?
And Pedro, my argument is that we were in too long when we already knew he went to Chelsea anyway. So that and Trafford actually, it was incompetence in my opinion because we gave Burnley a goalkeeper. We could have just done that and the deal would have been done and over with at the time. So those two incompetence, Ekitike, Sesko, we lost the battle with two other clubs. Liverpool is very much understandable. Man United, you can make a case. Although they are going to destroy Sesko just like they destroy everybody else. There was a list of high-paid players as far as the fee is concerned. All of them, including Sesko, well, I don't know about Sesko. I think he's going to follow the same path. All of them, rubbish. All of them. All of them, except maybe the Bruno guy. He might be all right, but still, So there you go. Anyway, so that is what I got to say about that anyway. By the way, you were talking about tonight. Sorry, Gary, what do you think of Thiago?
Again, it's a strange situation because we looked at him heavily in January. Everything seemed to be the one that was, when the Mark Gay saga was going on and on and on. It sounded very much like Chow was going to be the next best thing. And then obviously when it went completely cold, and obviously they then seemed to literally fall off the planet. And then obviously they were talking about selling him to Como. And it was a case of it looked like the done deal. Yeah, exactly. And then that all fell through. So it's as if we've had a little bit of a lucky chance with this one. And again, typical Newcastle, closing the gate after the horse has belted. It's a case of, can we get an agreement now over the deal because they don't want to sell anymore. So I even though I think there's a lot of interest there, and the player obviously, according to the rumours, has agreed terms with Newcastle, personal terms that is, and it's a case of now just agreeing a price for him. And if it goes through, then welcome to Newcastle for me. I said, it just seems again another long-winded episode. That again we've gone backwards rather than forwards. And if this doesn't get sorted now, because surely there's been enough scouting of this lad to understand his merits, his strengths and weaknesses. If you're going to do a SWOT analysis, you've got to start looking at the player individually and saying, is he going to be a next best thing to Fabian Schär? Because that's what we want. We need somebody as a step improvement to Fabian Schär.
I think if we sign a center back, he's going to play. He's going to have to play. I don't think we sign a center back like that and then think, well, we'll see what happens. I think he's. And listen, Eddie Howe might be changing his tactics. He usually waits 8 to 9 months to put a signing in. Now it looks like Ramsdale is coming on, but maybe it's the Bournemouth love. Who knows?
Okay.
But no, I'm just.
We need to get sorted through this point.
Hold on though, because you were talking about Tonali. Tonali was offered as part of a deal for us to get Vlahovic from Juventus. They want Tonali. They want their next Andrea Pirlo over there. Andrea Pirlo played for Milan and Juventus, by the way. And they want to continue that with Tonali. I think Tonali is, if Isak is, you cannot sell Tonali at all.
No.
But I tell you what, Vlahovic, the fact that they would do that, I mean, I like Vlahovic. People talk about the salary.
Vlahovic at the end of his contract, again, I put this in the forum. Everybody would be up in arms about him getting 300 grand a week.
Not Vlahovic, though. I mean, if you have an issue with that, then, well, first of all, I don't think that when somebody's in that situation where they're trying to find a club where it's uncomfortable where he's at, you can negotiate things down. Maybe go down to 250. But, it's not like you're buying a player. He does, he's not bothered, and the team doesn't want to sell.
Even if it's 300, if you're getting him for the talk, he's either we're going to get him for free or Juventus wants 17 million.
Yeah, but how does that work, by the way, if he's free? Because you can't. If he's free, Juventus can't say nothing.
Well, that's what I can't get my head around either. I haven't looked. I've been.
Oh, we got a super chat somewhere. Anybody?
Yeah. So I haven't looked into his contract situation.
There we go. Super chat. Robbie. Hey, Robbie's opinion is more important than ours right now.
Obviously.
Robbie D, thank you very much indeed for £5. We bring in Isak replacements, then LFC low ball offer. Oh, put it up again. There we go. Low ball offer. Now only team after him. Then what? Isak stays. Him and replacement unhappy. Costing club. I don't think so though, Robbie. Although I appreciate your super chat. Because Isak is not a typical lumberjack number 9. You know, he can play on the wing. He can play as a 10. You can adjust. You can put Blauvik. Isak can play with any striker. You could actually argue that with Liverpool because, you know, Carragher was saying, how are they going to play together? Because they're pretty similar, actually. But Blauvik with Isak, are you kidding me? How many goals will they score? It would be, listen, and Blauvik, I think, is a statement signing, in my opinion. I think it's a statement signing.
And what I'm saying is, but I'll tell you what'll happen. If we get Vlahovic and pay him $300,000 a week, the first bad game he has, you're going to be saying, "What the fuck are we paying him $300,000 a week for?"
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
You did with Kelly.
Kelly, man, you're reading your words. Yeah. Kelly is not the same as Blahovic.
The difference was Kelly wasn't effectively on 150k a week.
But he was because he was rubbish. So Blahovic is not rubbish.
The 100k was paying for his transfer fee.
Only you thought Kelly was going to be England international. Nobody, not even his mama, thought he was going to be that. And Blahovic is actually a proper established center forward in the world of football. Irish Assassin with the super chat there. $5. Where are you from, by the way, if you're in the U.S.? Where are you from? Jackson for like 60, Wissa for 40, center back for 30, 130 million total. Isak sold to Liverpool for 120 plus. Elliott, that's 4 players for 10 million. Good business. Well, hey, listen, I wouldn't object to that. I don't want Isak to go, but listen, if they figure that there's no way back, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do feel like punishing Isak if that's the way he wants to go about it. But
rumors today saying Isak has gone on strike.
Or Eddie, or which one is it? Because it seems like everybody's saying Eddie is the one that's made the decision to tell him I would tell Isak, it's your contract. Sit in the stands, and I want you to watch the games. I don't want you to play in it, but I want you to watch the games and go. And listen, I would make his life miserable, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I say, you've got to ask the question about.
Thank you, Irish.
If he's not being involved in any, bringing together the camaraderie, the togetherness, the united feeling, as they had the family and friends around to try and rebuild some of the dark cloud that sits above us the last couple of days. He wasn't involved in any of that, which has got nothing to do with the tactical awareness. I could understand him training solo and away from the boys, because if he does decide to move on, the last thing you want is a situation where you've got a player knowing the tactics going forward. So I understand that part, but it just seems to me as though Eddie now has got it in his mind. And again, you look at all of the conversations now that have been held across the board. A lot of the journals now are coming out saying that they knew 12 months ago that Isak was unhappy and wanted away. This is 12 months ago. So why is it a case of now it feels as though it's all of a sudden, and Eddie Howe's coming out saying, it's all news to me type of thing?
Nothing's changed, really. I mean, again, because people, I think there was a comment there that said he's going on strike. Well, what the hell was he doing this whole time? Because everybody thought that's a strike. It's the same thing of saying, people were saying that he's going to put in that.
Tell him to put a transfer request.
It's just that he's going to put up a transfer request now. Watch. What the hell does that mean? That's just officializing something that's been already unofficial. It's the same. It doesn't force us to sell him.
No, I don't know whether you guys watch the Jamie Carragher, because obviously they have all the.
I watched a clip of him.
Yeah. Did you see the point where he was talking to Scalzi?
About how he's going to play with. He wouldn't pay 150 for him.
Yeah, exactly. But what he did say, which was interesting, was Liverpool would have told him to play up. because that's how you force a move.
Yeah.
That was an interesting. I mean, coming from an ex-footballer, he says because it happened to everybody. It happens to everybody. Any club that wants you, they'll say if you're willing to come, then I want you to play your face up a little bit and down your down your tools and try and force the issue. And you're starting to see that now. You saw it with Wissa.
Which is
again, it's quite poor if that's come from Newcastle.
Yeah, it's not. I
can't have it both ways.
No, well, listen, I'm going to jump out because my camera's playing up. As you can see, it's really dodgy, and I'll jump back in.
Yeah. All right. And listen, this was shared by Mouth at the time. I'm not giving him the right on this, I guess. Exactly. But he's sharing it from Oliveira Pablo from Portugal, who I went on his Twitter page. He's not saying anything about this, so I don't know where Mouth at the time gets that he's saying this, but he tagged them, and Pablo Oliveira reposted it. So I guess he's confirming what he's saying. That Newcastle United, and this caught me by surprise, by the way. Newcastle United are close to agreeing a deal for Benfica Greece international Vangelis Pavlidis. Astapananapolis. That's his middle name.
That's all over the place, that now.
So it came out of nowhere. The striker will sign a 5-year deal at the club. Out of nowhere. Now, I don't know if Dom can do us a favor and bring up his stats of last season, and that was Benfica player, Vangelis Pavlidis. But out of nowhere, I have no clue about this guy. And, I mean, I guarantee he's not going to be there.
Keyboard.
That doesn't mean he's going to be a replacement for Isak. I know that because
he's a good player, very good player. And again, you talk about like statement signings. When you look at him, I know people will say it's a bit of a lesser league and everything else, but again, he's a hungry striker.
A striker is a striker, man.
He's a very hungry. Look at this. There you go.
Woo!
He is a great player.
But
boy,
again,
what the hell? And that's for Benfica, one of the big
Benfica in the Portuguese league. Yeah, exactly.
And okay, they will. Listen, I mean, you can, again, if you're a player for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, where all the twats are smaller compared to Dortmund and Bayern Munich. So look, man, I appreciate a guy that scores, and this guy is like this. How many goals does he score?
30 goals, 15 assists.
30. Okay, if he scores 20.
57.
If he scores 20 out of those 20 in the Premier League, he's considered one of the best strikers in the league, in the Premier League. So what are we talking about?
I mean, it does make you wonder why nobody else has gone for him. Like everybody was hunting Sesko, everybody was hunting Ekitike.
Exactly.
So why haven't everybody hunted
because
this guy?
now
because Newcastle haven't been in for him.
But you know about what happens with that? It's because now there's a trend. Think about it. There's a trend now of the big, tall, agile center forward since Haaland came about. Everybody's talking about Isak. Everybody's talking about Sesko. They're all about the same type. Vlahovic, you can say, kind of started out, although he's more slower.
Valdemar.
So Valdemar, exactly. I saw him dribbling. I mean, he's tall. That could be another one. But that is the trend now. That is the trend. That is the trend. So anyway, folks, come on, hit the like button. It's only the start of the show.
Happy with.
There you go. So it was a similar place to Vangelis Pavlidis. There you go. I love having Don Milburn because I can just drink my coffee and just talk. So
look at the Lionel Messi. Look at that.
And Inter Miami. Imagine that. So exactly when are those leagues the Portuguese league tougher than Inter Miami in the MLS or I don't know about the Brasileirão now. That is a proper league. I don't recommend you go to any stadium in Brazil unless you're notified the authorities. So they can guard you all the way there. Toluca, where's Toluca from, Mighty Win?
Toluca, no idea.
Fucking hell, man. Mexico, man. Paulinho's playing in Toluca. Memphis.
That accounts for it.
Remember Memphis Depay playing in Corinthians, Brazil.
I've never seen a Mexican game.
No, Mexican side, man. What are you talking about? But anyway, so Gyökeres is looking a little funny now at Arsenal. And listen, man, you make these signings, people get so excited, but now in the preseason they start looking a little funny. Franjo Ivanovic, Croatian, playing at Benfica. And there you go. Where's my guy though? Where's the guy who was just looking?
That's who he's being compared to.
That's who he's being compared to. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Luis Suarez. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Anyway,
mate.
so that's interesting. But yeah, Pablo Oliveira saying that we are so like this is almost. I've actually never heard of anybody else other than Pablo Oliveira from Portugal saying this, and of course, Mouth of the Time resharing it. But
No, Pavlidis has been mentioned by a few people.
no, not was it really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but anyway.
I think it was leaked originally by the Sun, and I think everybody just poo-pooed it because it came from the Sun newspaper. And then it just seemed to have taken hold again. It's this old thing. I've not really delved that deep into this because, like I said, for me, another great signing if it was legit.
Yeah. Also, Dom is telling us that Juventus considered terminating Vlahovic's contract, but as of yet, nothing has happened. So that's what the whole deal with being free and
they reckon they won 17 million per him.
Yeah,
hey,
they don't want to give him away.
17, man. It is a giveaway at 17. Trust me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you do the sum, 17 million and 15 million a year is 90, whatever it was. I put in 91 million or something.
Or I would do a 200,000 contract and tell them.
Compare that to 78 million for Sesko. 78, sorry, for Ekitike, 78 million and then 200 grand a year, which is 50 million over the thing. That's an extra overall on the 5-year deal. It's an extra 30 million.
Well,
and is he 30 million better than?
I'm all for Vlahovic. I mean, they want Tonali though. I mean, I wouldn't give Tonali to save anybody's life,
No.
But Vlahovic.
You've also got to ask yourself at the end of the day is why are Juventus willing to lose so much money over this lad? What's happened?
I mean, something has happened where he's not happy there, and they're not happy with him. But that can happen in any job. You know what I mean? I'm not happy with Wayne. I try to kick him out, but he keeps coming back. So relationships break sometimes, but that doesn't mean he's a bad player. Thank you.
Put Isak Pavlidis radar up.
Yeah, we'll check it out in a minute. Terence Anchors, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. Says, hello guys, great show. I've listened to the guy on the have you guys listened to the guy on the Dutch couch? Only non-Newcastle supporter who talks sense, worth a listen. No, I haven't yet. I've never heard, but maybe we'll give it a shout. So thank you very much, Terence. I appreciate you, mate, for that super chat, and all of you people are super chatting. Thank you very much indeed. And hit the like button, folks. Come on, help us out. Smash that like button. We need that to keep growing the channel. Also, Pablo Oliveira has said that, let me translate this post here, that Wolves in Newcastle show interest in Juventus right back defender Nicolo Savona of 22 years of age. They have his value at 20 million, so I don't know why we'd be interested in a right back, but I guess we had to share that. Well, we still got Targett.
That's why I can't understand the lineup tonight. I don't understand why Trips.
Well, I'll tell you what.
2 games in 48 games.
Don,
you've got 2 games in 48 hours, Win. You're gonna.
That's true. That's true.
Pushing all your players all the time. So
I think I thought that tomorrow's game against Atletico, I thought that would have been. I thought the first half there we would be starting with our alleged first team lineup.
Well, tomorrow, yeah. So that's why today you can't have that.
Yeah, you've got a good mixture, haven't you? I think, look, obviously Tonali will be in there.
Haaland, Bruno wanted, yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously you needs game time.
You can't just completely put Twats on the team, man.
Game time, but he's not going to play 2 games in 24 hours, 48 hours.
But maybe because of the team
but
we're
Tino
playing
will
against.
play. Tino will play left back tomorrow with Trippier playing right back.
Mm-hmm.
We do play centre halves. You got Lascelles with somebody else. Alpin Botman obviously comes through a bit more longer than 20 minutes, because that's what I'm saying. If you actually look through the spine of Newcastle, the whole team, the only area apart from the goalkeeper, we are weak right the way through the middle of the park.
I gotta say, I love Hamza, who's a good buddy of mine. Hamza, he gets around the YouTube channels. He's a Man City supporter, and he has our backs on Twitter because Romano saying that Wissa is not playing because he's more than likely going to be a Newcastle player soon, and Liverpool fans saying that there we go, now they got the striker, we're going to get Isak. Well, Hamza is saying it's a Callum Wilson replacement. Liverpool fans, stop commenting under what doesn't concern you here. So I love Hamza. That's my South American brother. He's Brazilian, but he's a Man City fan, of course. Anyway, so Don, when you can put up the lineup so we can talk a little bit about the game tonight. We haven't actually even mentioned Espanyol's
No.
lineup, who was should be interesting to see, I guess. And also talk about a little bit of what Newcastle is going to do. So please, people in the chat, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and of course help us out grow. There we go. Then we got Espanyol lineup, La Nostra Alineación. There you go. Marko Mitrovic. That has nothing to do with the other Mitrovic, does it? I don't think it's spelled the same. El Hilali, Miguel Rubio, Cabrera, C. Romero, Paul Lozano, Exposito, Ruben Sanchez, Roca, Puado, and Roberto. For Espanyol, that's the alineación. Mighty Win. What does alineación mean?
I would assume it means lineup.
There you go, man. I like that. See, there's a few. There you go.
Our lineup. La Nostra.
A few pints of Estrella has worked out for you very well. There you go. Now we got Newcastle. Let's go to the tunes, Dom, please. All right, let's talk about this then. What's happening? Ramsdale, we have no doubts why. I mean, he's probably going to be the goalkeeper for Newcastle for years to come.
What's the odds on his first kick going?
Oh, fucking yeah. Imagine if we're going to see, because I imagine we're going to play from the back, and so we're going to see what his feet look like. Hull, Shar, Targett, Kraft.
Well, go through and place order. So it's going to be Ramsdale, and then Kraft right back, Share and Burn centre backs, Targett left back.
Unless we go line of 3.
No,
or line of 5.
And then in midfield, we've got Hall on the left, Bruno in the middle, and Miley on the right. And then we've got, I would imagine, I think he'll be playing Sung Soo through the middle. So I think it'll be Murphy on the right, Asula on the left, and Sung Soo through the middle.
And by the way, Sue must have been doing really good work if Eddie Howe is going to give him a chance.
Well, I tell you, he did more in the last 5 minutes against Tottenham than the rest of the team had done in 85 for me. I was really impressed. I know it's just 5 minutes in the last 5 minutes of a friendly in 40 degrees or whatever it was, but he looked like a proper little wriggly worm.
Yeah, snake hips.
Yeah, he's only ever really played left wing, Song Soo. So I think he'll play on the left hand side. As Chris said, there's a potential that it could be Targett as left centre back, and maybe Dan Burn. Yeah, as you said,
or Kraft. No,
yeah.
because Kraft is.
Well, I mean, I would imagine he's probably going to be more if they are thinking about these European placements. There's every chance that you could have. Well, I think Miley. It'll be Miley and Hall playing in the 6, with Bruno playing a little bit further forward in the 8/10, assisting. And the other option you've got is dropping Targett as left centre back, Burn and Shaw, bringing Hall out to the left wing back, Kraft onto the right wing back, playing 2 with Bruno and Miley, Park, Murphy, and Asula up top. So, again, depending on how you go and how Eddie Howe wants to set up the European competitions, because we're playing European teams tonight, maybe you'll start. You there's a potential to see in a 5 with wing backs today.
Yeah. Why isn't Trafford ready to started? What? You trying to banter us, Winka? Michael Brunelli, welcome, mate. I just thought that was Gary.
What's nerdrotic?
I've got no idea.
Yeah,
what's nerdrotic?
We shouldn't laugh before it's an insult. But anyway, thank you, Michael, for.
Listen, I've never been called a nerd before, so I'm happy with that.
There you go. Jason Carter about to start the season without a number 9, first time ever. Well, Osula is a number 9. I mean, it's
No,
just,
without a number
Without
9.
the number 9.
Because Callum Wilson's not there anymore. He was number 9, and as
yeah, but Wilson hasn't been starting. So what's the? He just
No,
made
but
a
look,
what?
we're
as
talking
in
about the number 9 shirt,
In the whole team.
identified.
the
Yeah.
number 9 squad number.
In the whole team.
We haven't got a one.
Well, we don't have nobody that's worth it at the
Well,
moment.
that's right.
And nobody that's worth it
That's
is
the point he's making. It's the
and
first
nobody-
time, first
and
time
nobody-
we've ever started a season without a recognised number 9.
and nobody that's worth it even as a number 10. Nobody's earned that either.
Gordon's number 10,
Well, he might be wearing it, but he ain't earned it. So,
in your opinion.
again, man, you like shite football. I like proper where number 10 actually matters, man. So that could be the lineup. Could it be possible a line of 5, a back 5, at all? With Hall being, because Kraft could be a center back, and then Targett maybe on the right that we're pushing it. But
Nah.
well, I mean, listen, that's more than likely what it's going to be.
We'll see. Not long now. 12
We'll
minutes.
see not
to
long.
go.
We got 12 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button if you support Newcastle United. Please hit the like button. Help us support the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. And there is Gary from Nerd. Oh, there it is. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Put
Where
it
is
on the
it?
screen.
Come on, let's have a look.
He's going to put it on the screen now. Dumb. But it kind of looks similar. I mean, but he's got brown hair.
I'm still waiting for it. I haven't got it.
Well, hold on. Dom is going to get it, man. Relax. Well, by the way, see, what did I say before? Have the WhatsApp open in the right, and now you don't have it. That's why you don't see it.
I'm looking at the lineup.
Kid, hell, man, this guy. To talk to a wall when you talk to this dude, man. There you go.
Oh dear. Yeah, I've got a bit of the
What
grey.
the hell's neodronic? Is it a...
It's a bit of it's obviously a comic thing, I believe.
Must be.
It's on YouTube. I'll have to have a look at it.
Oh, that's why Dom is underdog, man, because we underestimate him. He knew he was going to bring it up at any moment. I actually forgot about it, but that is that. So please hit the like button, folks. Help us grow the channel. All right. So, by the way, Keith Downey, the latest report is saying that Newcastle are ready to finalize a deal with Brentford for Johan Wissa and are hoping a deal can be struck quickly. Understand the fee under discussion is around £35 million. Wissa's representatives are traveling to the UK today in the hope of thrashing out a deal. Where are his representatives from? Oh, they're from the country he's from.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Where
Is he from the Congo?
Wissa? Is it Maui?
I thought Wissa was
Mali?
from the Congo.
Is it Mali? Or it could be Congo.
Okay. Well, anyways, it might be from Africa somewhere. And NUFC had one bid rejected of $25 million. Wissa has made it clear he wants to join Newcastle and is ready to travel as soon as he's given the green light. Meanwhile, Brentford are looking to sign Bournemouth's Dengo Otara. So there it is. That's what oh, yeah, that's right. Wissa is from the Republic of Congo. And so there you go. And Dengo Otara is a good signing. It's a good signing, by the way. It's a good little striker there.
I like Wissa.
I like Wissa. I think Wissa is going to be massive for Newcastle. When I tell you massive is look at how they played against us. Remember when we played at Brentford with him and Mbeumo? You know, and I think he scored against us, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he can play. Now, I think that putting the pressure to be the number 9 for Newcastle is going to be different. I don't think he needs that, but I think that he is going to be a guy that's going to come in heavy in the Carabao Cups and the FA Cups, sometimes in the Premier League. Even I don't know. Again, it all depends on if the Isak situation is salvageable. But if it is, he can definitely play with Isak. But as we see at this point, it feels like it's done and dusted when it comes to Alexander Isak and Mr. In Newcastle United. According to M. Douglas, what is his name, by the way? MSI Douglas. What is his name? Michael? Mark? Manuel? But
Mr.
Manuel. But he's a reporter. I mean, who does he report for? One of the big papers, one of the decent papers. One name that has mentioned to him has been mentioned recently is for the iPaper. Yeah, Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas, that's what it is. Has one name that has been mentioned to him recently is West Ham's Lucas Paquetá. He's well liked by some at Newcastle United. Well, listen, at this there's a point where you stop liking people and just getting the deal done. And Paquetá is definitely. I mean, I don't think there's a question.
You cannot. I mean, to be fair, like I said, when you look at somebody that you want playing in a more advanced role, somebody who can actually utilize the ball and bring players into the frame, I'd love Paquetá. Absolutely love him.
Yeah.
And again, you've got that Brazilian, counterpart. If you've got the likes of J7 and Bruno playing in the slot
that
as well.
would be.
What can you imagine that? Wow,
no, that's going to be massive, man, massive. I mean, I think Newcastle should go all in. I read somewhere that they're still keeping an eye on Conor Gallagher, but when it comes to Paquetá and Conor, I don't think there's a choice, but one choice. Simon in Yorkshire says the Holy Trinity: Chris, Wynn, and Gary. I always enjoyed this dynamic. Hoping for a great performance today from the Toon. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you very much indeed. Hit the like button, everyone out there. Please do so. I'm gonna get started for the game. You guys continue chatting up. Hey, what do you think of the Paquetá recent Mark Douglas is for my paper?
Sorted, or Paquetá and McGinn, midfield sorted. And what I was saying there that got a lot of flack was if we do that, we know that Crystal Palace like Miley. Miley part of the deal for Guy. And then all of a sudden this window starts looking pretty handsome.
Yeah, but I mean, would you get rid of Miley?
And that was what the controversy was. Listen, Miley is a fantastic prospect, but he ain't gonna get game time at Newcastle. And everybody points to the games he played in the Champions League last season. Saying he can play in the Champions League. That's how good he is. When you watch his game, he does certain things very, very well. He holds the ball well. He's a quick thinker. He plays the ball quickly. But 9 times out of 10, the ball he plays is not getting us up the pitch. It's either sideways or backwards. Now, it keeps possession, which he's very good at, keeping possession. Technically, in that respect, he's very good. But in terms of actually taking a man on and creating chances, we've seen chances already this season, pre-season, when he's had opportunities to shoot or to feed somebody, and he hasn't quite got that yet. Now, it's understandable because that's his age. But what I would say about him is, similar to Anderson, who's left and flourished because he's getting game time, proper game time, he'll get the same there. And what's to stop us in 3 or 4 years' time, if we've qualified for the Champions League and we've suddenly got the money, the sponsorship deals are coming in, we'll then go to Crystal Palace and buy him back, because he'd come back in a heartbeat. We'll go and buy Anderson back, he'd come back in a heartbeat, because by then J7 and Bruno will be getting long in the tooth. And then we've got 2 Geordies coming back, ready-made by then. We've let somebody else go through all the tears and the heartache of them becoming the players that I think they could become. And we aren't doing it. At the minute, we are doing it for other teams, it would appear. We've done it with Isak, and then the big boys come along and snatch him. Potentially the same's going to happen with Tonali and Bruno and Botman, Hall, Livramento. Man City already sniffing around Livramento after we've put in the hard yards. Why don't we change horses for a time? Let somebody else do the hard yards on our players and then go and buy them back.
Well, I just find, if, like I say, I mentioned this the other day, if we went in for Anderson now, it'd cost you a lot more than the 37 mil that we sold him for. And I think it's like I said, when you look at it, he has come out as their player of the season since he's moved there. And like I said, if Miley goes somewhere else, whatever you get for Miley, whether you do a swap, which swap deals just don't go, what has to be written in the clause, and again, this is what I couldn't understand with Anderson, from what we read, was there was no buyback clause, or you didn't do what Man City have done with a lot of their players and have first choice, if that was to happen.
And that's exactly what I would do. I would have a buyback clause in.
Yeah, that's what I said. But a lot of clubs won't have it, and that's why I said we've got to start making the point. We've got to start being as big as the other clubs around us. That when you've got players that the other teams want, which again we go back to, have we actually got sellable assets? And we're starting to see the fruit of the trees. We are starting to see sellable assets now because other teams want them. The biggest problem for us at this present moment in time is squad depth. We haven't got the squad depth just to keep saying, you go, you go, you go. For me, it's a case of we have to build for another season and a half for me, keep bringing players in, and that's when you can start saying to the younger boys that are coming through the academy now, is there anything in there that's not going to make the grade in the first team? Then let's move these guys on and make a small profit on that, because it becomes obviously max profit. And then you build from there. I just think at this present moment in time, as again, when you look through the spine of the team, back through the centre halves, through the midfield and up top, we are so thin on the ground when it comes to squad depth. It's about having players on the bench that can create a difference. And yes, what you were saying, some good players coming in, but again, you with players going the other way, we are still very thin when it comes to moving forward as a squad across all competitions. And I don't think, as much as I praise the young uns, I don't think anybody as a fan would want us to go and throw all our young uns into a domestic cup like the League Cup to get wiped, because I just don't think that's fair on them either. Because it's a confidence thing. Espanyol and Newcastle are on the field. Newcastle in all blue, in the dark blue, the royal blue, and Espanyol are in blue and white stripes, broad stripes. Hence, there's been a bit of a clash. So we've gone to the royal blue shirts with the orange, which is one of my favourite tops, I must admit. I'm going to get that. It's nice to see.
The only thing I don't like about that's the badge.
Yeah, with the shield.
Yeah.
I must admit, it's like I said, they've tried to be a little bit retro. Lots of people saying that. Michael Oliver in the middle.
Michael Oliver repping Newcastle. There's a rare event, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. So it will be interesting to see the line, like as in the formation of the goal. Again, I apologise because. Yeah, we can hear you, buddy. You're a bit distant, a bit low.
Yeah. Into the huddle.
Yeah.
We're nearly off, boys. First match at St James's
First
Park.
match at St James's. Yeah, exactly. And obviously, I don't know if anybody knows, but the Barrack Road will be closed tonight, will it? At the end of the game, because they will be trying to get the fans out of St James's Park safely and quickly.
And this is the first Newcastle United home match of any description whatsoever. I'm talking friendlies, testimonials, ZDS Cup, Zenith Cups, you name it, that I voluntarily haven't been at.
Wow.
Interesting.
It is. Anyway, we are kicking left to right as you look at the screen.
50 years. And there's still tickets available, which tells you everything you need to know about how people are feeling.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Chris, is there any chance you can make the screen better?
I'll try to get it sorted. Give me a second.
Okay, buddy. Dan Byrne to Sung Park, I think. No, it's not. It's Hall down that left-hand side. It looks like Hall has gone more on the left-hand side, so maybe he's going in the wing pack. That is
making a nuisance of himself.
Yeah, Sung Soo. Yeah, he seems to have imposed himself really well since he's joined the club anyway. Like I say, Throw in now to Espanyol. Round down the line. And again, just free kick to Newcastle there for backing in. Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Didn't see much wrong with that. Kraft now up to Murphy. Murphy back to Shaw. Shaw all the way back to Ramsdale with his feet. Straight away out to Dan Burn. Nothing spectacular there. Let's have another go. Ramsdale out to Shaw. Shaw now, but halfway in his own half. Just again, no Espanyol closing down yet. Back with Burn square. Burn goes to the halfway along to Song Soo. Brings the ball inside. Who plays the ball in between Dan Burn and Ramsdale there. But Ramsdale, sweeper keeper to Shaw, who plays an absolutely awful ball.
What that was.
Yeah, across the field. But Espanyol have given the ball back. Lewis Hall now up on that left-hand side. Into the Espanyol half, out to Song Soo, hugging that touchline. Song Soo comes into his right foot, checks again back onto his left foot. It's Kraft and Hall now, and Song Soo on that left-hand side in a bit of a triangle.
Yeah.
Just keeping hold of the ball. Back to Dan Burn. Back out to Kraft. Again, very difficult to work out this system. Bruno. Across to Burn. Yeah, it definitely looks like it could be a 5 with Kraft playing that centre. But then they say Targett comes out. A good overlap there. Yep. Here we go. Tries to drill the ball into the box. Song Soo gets challenged and the ball's out for a throw into Newcastle. Good challenge that by Hill Ali from Espanyol. Here we go now. Just trying to get my screen sorted, guys. It's a little bit jittery at the moment, so I'm doing my best to try and find out. Marley there with a challenge. Ball's gone out for a throw-in. About 36 yards outside the Espanyol penalty area. On that right-hand side, Hilali throws the ball into feet down the line. And hush it out by Dan Burn there. He has a bit of a smile at Lewis Hall as he runs past him. 5 yards inside the Espanyol half. Throwing again to Espanyol. I think this is Cabrera or Cabrera, whatever his name is. It's Espanyol anyway. Out to Romero. Again, Espanyol having a first real touch of the ball deep in their own half. Again, well done, Lewis Marley, for cutting that ball out. But again, play safe. Back to Lewis Hall, who's playing in left back now. Again, it looks like him and Kraft are switching at times. It could be Crafty who's playing midfield, you know, which is crazy. Bruno again going to ground a little bit easy after a challenge from the Espanyol midfielder. Bruno on the half turn, plays it back to Shaw. Shaw now turns 180 degrees to face his own goal, but then gives it back simple into Miley's feet. Bruno gets challenged again. Michael Oliver lets play go this time. Carries on. Bruno, good ball out to Song Soo on that left-hand touchline. Song Soo now brings it infield. He's looking for support. Hall now gives it out to Targett again. Targett give and go with Lewis Hall, but it was well read by Espanyol. Picks the ball up and tried to play out of danger, but it's again given away to Kraft. Hall. 5 yard passes now just to keep the ball Newcastle. Out to Song Soo again, who's lots of heavy involvement in these first 5 minutes. Kraft, Hall. Yeah, it is definitely Kraft playing in midfield, left side of midfield, which is a strange one. Shaw with again, bit of a non-ball out there to that right-hand side with Jacob Murphy. And again, it goes out for a... Jacob Murphy not happy there. Throw into Espanyol. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys, if you're enjoying the show.
Yes.
Eddie Howe off the... yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
All right.
Oh, here we go now. Romero being chased back. And just by Kraft, and he plays it safe. Going to go long now, Espanyol, down the line. Back in with Romero. Out to Mitrovic, the goalkeeper. Mitrovic being chased down, but he goes long this time towards the halfway line. And Shaw just in the back of Fernandez
Sorry,
there,
my
I think
kids
he
are
is.
playing.
That's all right. I thought you'd got a budgie for a second. I don't know why. Shaw goes a little bit on heavy there. Romero. Well, that was Cabrera, sorry. Cabrera now. Back to Mitrovic, who goes long again, looking to pick out that forward. Byrne headers it clear. It comes quite comfortably back to Espanyol, who, again, it was a bit of a non-ball back to the keeper. But, again, no press from Newcastle. It seems to be just a gimme. Dan Byrne again with a header. Kraft headers it forward again, but again, Espanyol picks the ball up, and it's a little bit of a give and go in the right-hand side there of the Newcastle half, but it's again cleared. Hilali into Lozano, I think that is. Lozano back to Cabrera. Into Expisito. Rubio, Expisito, and it goes forward, and it's into that number 10 slot. There's a nice ball tried to give me there through the channels, which Shaw saw and actually got involved with. Ball there with still Espanyol down the right-hand side. A little bit of a nice diagonal ball into the box, but it's picked out by Newcastle, who cleared out to Miley. Oh, is that? Sorry, that is Song Soo.
You see, we're trying to play from the back.
Give and go, little give and go with Hall and Targett there. Down that left-hand side. Targett looks for a Sela to move. Oh, Sela got took out there. That's terrible.
You see
That's
how
miles away from the ball.
You're right. Yeah, I think that was a foul. But how good is St. James's Park's pitch right now where Osula can slide that far?
It looks like a carpet, as always.
It's good.
I mean, the groundsman does a fab job here. There has some marks on the pitch, though. I don't know whether they've had some issues.
A few bits of blight.
Yeah. Mitrov out inside the Espanyol box. It goes long again, looking for Fernandez, who's got very little support up there, to be fair, with Paido and Fernandez from Espanyol, and it's given straight back to Newcastle. Shaw now out to Kraft on this right-hand side. Again, given back to Shaw in this pendulum system that Newcastle like to go, right to left, left to right, into Hall's feet, back to Byrne to Shaw, again square. Shaw now given into Miley, just on the centre circle, and a little bit of a heavy touch, but they managed to get it, Miley, from Bruno. Good ball up to Asula. Asula on the half turn, gives it back into Hall. Hall now, and to Song Soo on that left-hand side. Hall carries on his run. Song Soo comes back onto his weaker foot, but crosses the ball into the box. But it's behind everybody else, and hopefully Kraft can pick it up, which he does. Kraft into Bruno now. Bruno drops it back into Shaw, just on inside the Espanyol half. Miley, Bruno, doing some nice little triangles, but not going very far. Miley now picks the ball up, plays it in on the halfway line to Dan Byrne. Lewis Hall. Out to Song Soo. He's been involved heavily in this first half. Shaw. Again, looking for options in front of him. Come on, play it into Murphy's feet. Murphy playing in the inside right position there with Kraft on the outside, and there was an option to give Miley. Out to Hall. Miley again.
I lose the ball there.
Yeah,
Wayne, the cat stole your tongue, man? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Back into Kraft. Again, it's just some nice give and goes here. Nice. But that's Miley saw the run. Murphy went for the run and then stopped. And unfortunately, Miley was committed in the pass. It's a goal kick to Espanyol. So, what's your thoughts on the game so far, guys?
Well, it's a clear decision now by Eddie that we're going to play from the back, which is I like it. I applaud it. We just got to do it right. And I mean, you just got to practice. I guess keep playing. I think Espanyol is it's a tough side. It's not an easy side. So it's good to see what we can do against them. But again, I mean, these are not the starting players, most of them, so it's kind of difficult to judge. But I guess everybody's got to play the same way or know how to play so they can be implemented as subs when time comes. So,
yeah, there's a question in there. I'm just going to say, Espanyol are on the attack, and it's again cleared by Byrne, but Espanyol have picked it up. Again, Bravo Mo 1982 is saying, Chris, what's your thoughts on the bunch of rumours for our team that showed up today? We were talking about it earlier.
On the what?
The rumours of all the players potentially coming to Newcastle.
Well, I hope we get one of those players rumored. I mean, at this point, I'm tired of hearing that we are linked with players or we're thinking, considering, blah, 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 and we just get it done. At this point, we need to try to salvage this transfer window however we can. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Why are you quiet, man? What's wrong with you? Why are you scared?
I'm trying to get the match on here. I've paid for it, and it's pathetic.
Okay,
but I had a refund.
You're diluting the product, man. Come on, speak.
Lewis Hall now. Lewis Hall just again being shepherded by the Espanyol up to Lewis Miley. Miley forward to try and get a Sela in the pocket, but again it wasn't a great ball for a Sela, and it's given back to Espanyol just inside their own half now on the centre circle. Espanyol play out to Romero into Expisito. Expisito then looked to go long, but just composed himself, kept hold of the ball, giving it to Rubio. Rubio comes forward. Nice little drilled ball into Pudo, or Puedo, whichever way you want to say it. Out to Halali, outside on that right-hand side. Into Sanchez, into, I think that's Lozano. Lozano now, just inside the Newcastle half. Again, trying to build up nice and slow and methodical. And again, no press from Newcastle. Just happy to have a formation, a 4-3-3. And it's definitely Targett playing left centre in midfield. And Lewis Hall playing left back. So Eddie Howe has tried to keep the shape of the team to the best he possibly can without moving too many players out. And unfortunately, it does dilute the midfield a little bit because Targett isn't a natural there.
So how do we end up forming then?
I'm still saying Kraft at right back, though. You're saying midfield. I think Kraft's still a right back.
Yeah, I see.
Well, that's Lewis Hall. Kraft is up front next to Asula.
Well,
he's on the halfway line, but he's on the wing.
So we're not seeing Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's away on the left side, isn't he? Yeah,
he's just been beaten here by, I think that is Sanchez. But again, Newcastle win the ball back. Lewis Hall now into Bruno. Yeah. Bruno central, and he's got Murphy, who's gone narrow. Kraft has come on the right-hand side to pick the ball up. Murphy does a diagonal run out on the right-hand side, but not a great ball from Kraft. The ball ricochets off Kraft out for a throw into Espanyol on the right-hand side. Halfway in the Espanyol half. Should have been a better ball from Kraft there because we had a nice run from Murphy, running more from a more central area, diagonal into the right wing.
So who's this?
Who's what?
I'm not recognizing that guy in the back. Who's that? That one.
That's Shaw.
Yeah.
He get a haircut or something. What is he?
Yeah, he looks smart. That's a trouble. Into Miley's feet on the halfway line.
He'll beat you on the ground. He'll beat you in the air. Oh, Fabian Shea.
Out to Kraft on the right-hand side. Ooh. Kraft losing his footing slightly there, but he manages to keep hold of it.
He can play with his left foot.
Ramsdale outside his area, sweeper keeper.
Yeah. Burn. Ooh, Miley. Miley out
corner,
to
nicely.
Song Soo there. Song Soo plays the ball into Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall plays a bit of a dodgy ball there, central. And we're a little bit outnumbered here. Espanyol now, just outside the Newcastle half. Back heel. Is a shot on
Oh,
goal.
my
Oh, what a
God.
goal that is. Wow. What a
Yeah.
goal. That was a cracking strike. That was from
It was a hell of a
Fernandez.
strike, wasn't it?
Beats Ramsdale on that right-hand
That was
side. They
one hell of a
outstretched
goal,
hand.
though.
But that was a dodgy ball from Louis Saul.
Well,
Yeah,
Centrally.
but we gotta be able to do better than that, man.
It could have been a great ball, and the fact that it got intercepted made it a crap ball.
Well,
Yeah,
let me see what Ramsdale
it's
though.
to nobody, is it? That's the problem. It's to nobody.
I thought it was going to Crafts.
Let me see Ramsdale, because Ramsdale. No,
You're not going to. It's a great shot. He struck it with the outside of his foot, and it swerved past the hands of Ramsdale. That was a really well struck goal.
That was a crack.
We are knackered. We are knackered.
Well, you know what that means.
What was that? What does that mean? Was that Expisito that scored that, or Ramsdale, or Fernandez? I couldn't see. Expisito, thank you.
Exposito, thank you. very much
Exposito. Vamos. Shaw now into Murphy. Inside right position for Murphy this game. Square back to Byrne.
man. Well,
Here we go.
you gotta
Louis
be
Saul
careful
gets
with
a
Louis Hall,
clattering.
man.
He's on the halfway line. He's still down. Louis Saul
I
gets
don't
a
want him
smack
to
on the
get
ankle.
hurt. What a goal
Time
this
for the
Gavin
rescue,
House.
dog.
Very much indeed, Gavin. Very much indeed. One hell of a goal. Now Eddie Howe speaking with Murphy. Oh, come on now. We don't need Louis Hall being hurt now.
No,
Should I
Murphy.
get my lucky Guinness?
Go for it. We need some. Shot
Maybe I should get a lucky Guinness.
over the top for
Nice.
Kraft to run onto there.
Come
Deep into. Oh,
come
don't let it
on.
run. Come on, Kraft.
Hey, Dan, we need to have the We Are Knackered button on standby at this moment. Because what the heck is going on, man? A bit of a
Mitrovic with a goal kick to Espanyol in his purple strip board. You reckon it's like
you
a
gonna tell me that
deep maroon?
we're gonna be
Headed by
losing
Shaw.
every? It's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder how many positive scores we're going to predict this season. Because like obviously last season we were literally down to win every game. I think the tide could change this season.
We are knackered.
Well, quite honestly, at some point, I would assume tomorrow. Yeah, well, you're right. But at some point, which I think is going to be tomorrow, we have to play the best team that we're going to play every day in the Premier League.
Well,
Right?
I don't think that's going to happen because Bruno's not going to be in it.
I think Bruno might.
Nah,
Oh, I can't see him
you
playing
wouldn't.
too.
You no, exactly. It'll be the kids on the bench again tomorrow.
Well, if
Good.
Bruno
All
only
well
gets
played.
the first half,
Murphy square.
Oh!
Ooh.
that was a good one. That was a good evil intentions from the Toon.
Yeah.
Hey, Win, how come you didn't go to the game, man?
Because I was pissed off with the ticket office.
I just realized you're not in the game.
I'm saying it's the first game I've missed in 50 years, voluntarily.
Oh, get out of here, man. Why are you mad at them?
Because I didn't get me season ticket for the friendly.
So they give it. So what did they do? They sell it to somebody else?
Obviously, aye.
Oh, I can't believe it, man. Somebody
Trying
else's
to-
bum is on
I'm
your
trying
seat.
to see the camera hasn't gone high enough yet. I'm looking to see who's in it.
Can you believe? It's like
It
it's
might
like
still
being
be empty,
cheated.
you know.
It's like your spouse cheating on you, man.
Fabian Shaw.
Somebody else's bum is on your seat.
Murphy's on the turn here, guys. Murphy
Nice.
plays the ball into Asula.
Come
Asula
on,
onto
pass
the
it,
byline
man.
on the
Does
right
well,
side.
does
Kraft
well.
now. Still inside the box. Into
Oh, get in,
Miley.
boy.
Miley dances to the byline.
Get
Jink to
in.
the back stick.
Get in.
Get in! Oh, it's Targett!
Oh,
Targett!
you wanker.
Get in!
Let's
Targett
go.
with a header! Yay! Get in! Great ball that was from Miley to the back stick. Miley sucking the thumb.
It was the threat of the rescue dog was enough.
The wife is pregnant.
There you go, Matty Targett playing. Maybe he's a secret midfielder that we've been missing all this time.
Oh, that's. Hey, Dom, I see what you did. That's good. If you can put them all together and then send them together, that would be a lot helpful. But do like 1:00, whatever,
Super.
Format it.
Great. Well done,
Sela. Well to keep the ball.
Yeah, gives it back to Kraft, and Kraft inside to Miley, who does well. He holds off 3 defenders there.
Brilliant.
Cracking little ball to the back stick, and really good header from Targett.
He did brilliant there, Miley, to get it back across.
Man. If he didn't score that.
No, it was the ball that
with
made
the
that
kickoff.
goal. Miley's ball made that goal.
Yeah,
That's what
22nd minute.
On point,
That's
man.
that's Miley doing what he does for the young'uns, but not so much for the thing. Brilliant.
Yeah, he did well.
Keep him.
1-1 now. Newcastle Espanyol. Back with Dan Burn. Big Dan Burn. Just in front of his own goal. Square to Shaw. Shaw now. Coming forward again. No press from Espanyol. Espanyol 4-4-2 at the moment. Who needs Isak when we've got Targett? The man says boycott Israel.
The Target man.
Yeah. Excellent.
Who needs Isak when you got Targett? Come on, man.
Targett again. Oh, little bit of a dodge in the back there, and Michael Oliver gives us the foul. I tell you, it could be the secret person that we've all seen.
12th man.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the 12th, man.
Lewis Miley now back to Bruno. Bruno on the right hand side to Kraft. Kraft, who's playing virtually as a winger. Murphy now plays a lovely little ball to Miley. Miley on the outside to Kraft. Kraft, first time poor ball from Kraft, to be fair. Intercepted by Espanyol. Back to Kraft. Into Bruno. Bruno now looking for options. Come on, give it to him. Back to Kraft. Kraft now into Miley, who again touched onto the touchline. Back to Kraft. Kraft on this right-hand side into Murphy. Murphy, again, just trying to give himself half a yard to pass. Kraft into the feet of Miley. Back into Kraft. Out to Murphy. Murphy inside to Bruno. Bruno up into Asula's feet. Bruno again, more central this time from Bruno. Drags the ball back. Goes square back to Kraft. Kraft now. Again, just pinning Espanyol on the edge of the box. Murphy with a shot at goal that's deflected out for a corner to Newcastle. Here we go.
Hey, MAV or Mavi says, can he go not worth 100K a week, full stop. Hey, Wayne was advocating for it. It ain't happened.
Yeah, Murphy with that left hand shot again, that left foot drive. You're not frightened to use it, Murph. Oh, Targett the set piece, man. Maybe this is worth 100 grand a week. Who knows?
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
There's an issue there.
Driven into the 6 yard. I did the 6 yard box. It's headed clear. Song Soo trying to pick the loose ball up. He does well there, Song Soo. Keeps well done. Drop of the shoulder.
Damn.
Again, use your blooming other foot, lad. Comes back into he's doing all right, the lad is.
Sue is sharp, man.
Ball into the box. Oh, Mitrovic claims the ball. And he throws it out there to try and get the break on, but again, Targett gets a push in the back, covering the break there. Yeah, he did. Did really well.
Man.
Yeah, he's not happy, the Espanyol manager there, the coach, out of his technical area. He's being shepherded by the fourth official. Fabian Shaw now, just on the halfway line. Diagonal ball across to try and pick out Song Soo, but it's too close to the defender. Headed clear by Espanyol. Hall just shepherds the ball. Again, a little bit of a press on the back there. He does well. Hall back to Song Soo. Inside to Bruno. Bruno to Miley. Back to Bruno. Bruno now dinks the ball out towards Kraft. Great ball that is. Kraft, first touch inside. Brings it into Murphy. Murphy back inside to Miley. Miley on the run on the diagonal. Miley's at the byline. Oh, he tries to chip the keeper again there. Miley could have had a blast, I would imagine. But get hard and low across the 6-yard box would have been the best one there. But anyway, it's gone now. Gone long again. But again, all the way to Ramsdale. First time from Ramsdale to Shaw. Shaw inside to Miley. Miley seems to be all over the park. Doing really well this game, I must admit. Shining star. And everybody wants to sell him. Targett now on that left-hand side. Lewis Hall has changed positions with Targett. Targett having a breather. Shaw brings it to the halfway line. Back inside to Dan Burn. Dan Burn into Bruno. Bruno. Miley. Bit of a sliding challenge there from Espanyol. Got away with it.
Yeah, the Bruno 180.
Yeah. Targett now playing left back, allowing Lewis Hall to play in that 6. Goes on the run. In Song Soo now again hugging that touchline. Lewis Hall gets pushed to the ground into Bruno. Nice first touch from Bruno into Miley, but again Miley was getting challenged straight away, and it's given back to Espanyol, who win the free kick from Sela.
Yeah, getting his foot in a bit too hard.
Yeah,
But stopped them in their tracks anyway because they were on the break. Took one for the team.
But again, like I say, Espanyol player there just steps across. I don't know whether that was Lozano. Did really well for Expisito again. Cabrera bringing the ball out. Again, diagonal ball. Looking out for Sanchez on that right-hand side. Headed cleared again by Targett. Up towards Song Soo. Ball comes inside. I think that's Fernandez. Lozano plays an outside of his foot ball. Good early ball up to Murphy. Murphy, you've got to hold on to that, sunshine. Ball goes all the way back from Cabrera to Mitrovic. There's a bloke from Korea in win seat, according to Wilder.
Come to see Sue play.
Miley now out to Song Soo.
Come on, boy.
On that left-hand side, Song Soo driving into the corner of the box there. Comes onto his right foot, and again, he's got some moves, this lad.
He got trickery, man.
Yeah.
Targett into Hall. Hall now, back to Targett. Into Hall.
Wizard.
Hall looking for options, gives it back to Targett. Targett looking to get it onto his left foot, but gives it back to Hall. Hall just going backwards. Nice square ball to Bruno, and there was a ball into Targett again there, but again, Targett didn't quite read it. But again, he gets into the challenge into the corner there, and he gets the throw into Newcastle. Well done, Matt Targett. Hall throws down to... comes inside now. Bruno tries a shot from around about 25 yards. Well over the bar.
Honestly, it's been all Newcastle right now. We control the game. And but I tell you what, Aunt Sue is certainly Auntie Sue. I'm gonna call him Auntie Sue. As in SUE. Almost still the ball there. But he's got a lot of trickery, wizardry.
He's got lots of confidence, mate, and I love that. You know, the lad's only played a couple of games for us, and it looks like he's been there for years. So he's certainly showing a little bit of light at the end of a tunnel, and again coming from the second division in his league. So again, the scouts have done well if he progresses the way he's progressed at the minute.
Oh, that was a shocking ball.
Yep. Bless him. You know, he still puts his hand up to thank the lads. The poor pass.
This manager, man, he looks pissed.
There's a couple of Espanyol fans.
He looks mad as heck.
He's certainly animated is the word. Throw into Espanyol just inside the Newcastle half. It's down into Sanchez's feet, and there's a little bit of a break here.
Big
Espanyol's plays square at the edge of the box, just holding it up there, and there's a good challenge from Dan Burn. Espanyol still picking the ball up, and it's again another shot from distance. Yeah, he certainly likes those, doesn't he? Is that Expisito again? He certainly likes to pick up the ball in that deep roll. Just running onto the ball. Is it Dom, is he their natural 6? Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Is the
He certainly
producer
comes in
saying
late,
that he's a box-to-box.
picking up any loose balls. Got you.
Underdog. We got voices in
Mitrovic.
our ear, folks. People in the
Yeah,
chat.
we've got the producer in our ears.
We got voices in our ear telling us.
Good ball
It's
up
like that
Mitrovic.
Randy Orton song.
Nicely.
Yeah, come on, Shaw.
Come on,
Just
Shaw,
moving
stop.
into the Espanyol half.
dribbling
Ball
against the
outside
wind.
to Murphy. Murphy's got options inside of him, and he gives it to Bruno.
Oh,
Bruno give and go with Murphy, but it's a bit short. Espanyol turn. Again, just trying to play themselves out of
The
danger
pressure's
here.
on, though.
And Targett just a little bit too gung-ho there, Matt Targett.
Well, Gavin Fuller, you got a great question. Why didn't we take a look at Cordero? I don't know.
Because he's in
the only reason is because he's a Paul Mitchell signing.
Of course it is.
But it is.
Well, according to the...
Why else would you let him go?
Well, according to the rumours, when he was signed, they'd already said to him he would go out on loan to a European side to gather experience. Now, obviously, Malaga playing in Div 2, they wanted him to step up to the plate a little bit in a higher league before exposing him to the Premier League. That was the excuse that was given.
Well, the excuse is not the same
It's
for
not
Sue
an
then.
excuse, it's a reason.
So what's the reason with Sue?
And,
You're not going to tell me that Cordero is a lesser player than Sue.
Is Sooner also a Mitchell signing? I think he is.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with Chris, though. I mean, I'd love to have seen Cordero because from what I saw in the under-21s, he was very good.
Especially when we have, like, literally players that we need because we're lacking on signings or whatever. Again, man, we just shoot ourselves in the foot all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's like Salia, who comes at the end of August. You know, I would like to have looked to him, but apparently he's already touted to go straight on loan as soon as he arrives in the Toon. So another exciting prospect that we won't ever grace to have a look at. And obviously Pivas is now with the academy, so he'll be one that doesn't seem to be going anywhere very soon. But again, somebody I'd like to have a look at. That can play in this deep midfield role, right back position. Go on, Bruno.
Yes, I did, Lenny.
Bruno
yes,
to Murphy on the...
Murphy.
Oh, Murphy, what are you doing, man?
I think I don't know whether that was supposed to be a cross or a shot. I think he was undecided at the minute he hit the ball.
Well, whatever it wasn't good.
It was too hard to be a cross, and it was... wildly inaccurate for a shot, wasn't it? We'll see.
Yeah, some good power from Bruno there, though, to bounce off the shoulder of the Espanyol.
I wonder if Murphy has lost his powers.
I think Murphy was trying to shot, mate. I think he was trying to get the that tight angle shot again, but completely, again, caught in two minds. Saw the keeper just off his line and saw a space on the near post.
He was neither here nor there.
He wasn't anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Oh, well done, Burn.
Yeah, we've won the ball back. Dan Burn there inside the Espanyol half.
Pass it, man. You're not fast.
Song Soo. No,
and Sue, come on.
Come on, Song Soo. Gives it into Miley. Miley, again, goes central. Bruno picks the ball up. He plays it out to Kraft on the corner of the penalty box. Kraft plays a non-entity ball into the penalty area, but to nobody in particular. Shaw now being challenged by Fernandez, gives it all the way back to Ramsdale. Yeah. Back to Targett now. Into Lewis Hall. Again, swapping positions, coming into midfield now, Lewis Hall. No press from Espanyol. Out to Song Soo, who, again, he's, bless him, he's run his legs off this first half. Good little movement from Hall, who gets challenged. Free kick there from Hilali. And he's just giving the referee the shape of my belly there. I don't know. something like that. Ashington would rather get no striker than Jackson. Yeah, it's funny how it all pans out, that one. But for £80 million, I mean, it's just crazy money. Free kick
Hit
to
the like button,
Newcastle.
folks. Come on. Don't
Just
forget,
outside the
smash
penalty
like
area,
button.
in line with the 6-yard box.
Subscribe, hit the bell, you'll get notifications, as opposed to relying on good old YouTube to give you them. Big Dan making his presence felt in the box.
We need some quality from these.
Has
red
our new
balls.
set-piece coach been at work?
Target into the box to the back
goal.
stick. Oh, headed by Sharp. Unfortunately, a bit loopy, that header. No pace on it.
Not a lot of people in the stands, Win.
On target. I'm saying, if this is not sending a message to the board, I don't know what is. It's the first game ever at St James's Park where there's been tickets available at kick-off.
Yeah, I also think with it being a Friday night, there's still a lot of people coming home from work and couldn't get back in time, especially those that work away.
Listen, if we'd had a stellar summer window, believe me, that
I'm not saying
would have
that.
been back to the rafters, and it would have been sold out weeks ago.
Well, I mean, even Matty from the Magpie channels in London.
No,
you know?
no. He's trying to make a point now. He's trying to say, I'm not a Newcastle fan. I'm playing it fair. That's not a penalty, man. Get out of here. Oliver, you're Wenger. Oliver is a Macam.
A little bit. He said a little bit on there. Ball driven in, hard and low. And it comes all the way towards the penalty spot. Oh, my days. There was
That's what.
I mean, it was like a half attempt at clearing the ball, but he pulled his leg back. But whether there was any contact there or enough to pull him over, I don't know. But Matt Targett was pointing to the ball.
Ramsdale.
He's nowhere near the bloody ball. Penalty to Espanyol in the 39th minute. Puado runs up. Saved by Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Saved by Ramsdale. I mean, it was a poor penalty, to be fair, but you've still got to go the right way.
You look like Gordon Ramsay more than Ramsdale. Hey, let me see, though, if it was well executed.
No, it was a poor penalty, mate.
Well, yeah.
Wasn't in the corner. Yeah, I mean, Ramsdale's still got to go the right way, to be fair. So you've got to give him plaudits for that.
Yeah.
Well, people look like
there's a bit of feist.
The Toon is getting behind Ramsdale at the moment. There's an atmosphere in there. Now the mighty wind is not sleeping in the stands. Hey, Win, they're saying that whoever's on your seat is actually doing proper fan work, so they're going to rescind your ticket.
Shaw now. Well, Sanchez gets a yellow card for Espanyol. So there was a little bit of a coming together there post the penalty miss. Oh, nice. A little ball over the top that nobody read from Bruno. Mitrovic here now. Great for Ramsdale's confidence, says Waldo. I totally agree with that one. Andrew said he's always admired Ramsdale.
Yeah, they'll all be coming out the wood. I've always said we should have bought him. 2020 hindsight, wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Fernandez now down that right-hand side, driving towards Hull. Good block from Hull. Hull.
And even, look, Jesus is in the chat as well. He's a season ticket holder. So that tells you that's another one. So what's your problem then, Wayne? What's the issue with the tickets, man? Like why? Why didn't you go?
Why can I not get my seat for a friendly?
So you're saying that you got to pay for it?
I'm saying up for all the competitions. So why should I not be able to sit in my seat for a friendly?
I'm going to say, I thought these were a different entity altogether.
Well, they are. They're separate. You've got to apply for them separately.
Well, but also why do you have to be what do you call somebody when they don't want to share? What do you call them? Um,
A greedy bastard.
yeah, why are you greedy, man? You know, there are fans that they're not season ticket holders that they want to, just get to the game for once in their lifetime or once a year, just be able to buy the ticket and go without having to spend thousands. Which you're cheap anyway. You pay, you got senior discount and everything.
Oh, penalty ref.
No, but see, Oliver, man, he's trying to make
come
a
on.
Good. Well done. He's not giving that foul,
an
though.
elbow right into the side.
Yeah. Kraft, come on.
Come on, that's two bad balls he's played from.
What's the issue with the club just saying, you know what, it's open door for everybody. If you get it, you get it. And you don't, you don't. It's just a preseason, man.
Because that's one of the perks you should get for being a season ticket holder.
No. This is for the official.
Since the stand was opened in 1976.
Well, things have changed, man.
Not for me, they haven't.
Well, I bet it has, because your ass is watching here.
Prado now, down the line.
Here's the thing. You got a season ticket, that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's not yours. It's the club's. And they can do whatever the hell they want with it.
And that's my issue.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's not like buying a house where nobody can force you to sell it or get rid of it. At the end of the day, they do what they want.
Got my name on it.
Well, they'll just easily delete your name. They can easily delete that and put somebody else's name.
It's never happened yet. All the people that paid to get their names on the seats, all those names are still there.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was in 1990.
But right now, so you're telling that nobody's bought the tickets just because they're trying to make a point?
I've got no idea.
Ooh.
All I know is that's my
Get
it
on.
Oh, Murphy.
Hank.
No, that
Kraft
was a
into
soul
Murphy
of it.
again.
Get
Murphy into the box again. Ooh. Comes out to Hall, headed back into the box. Headed clear by Espanyol.
I like him, man.
Up towards Fernandez, and there was a foul there on Sharp. On Fernandez. He's having a little word with Oliver. I like Sung Soo, very much so. Very positive player.
Sung Soo, down the wing is lightning. Sung Soo, defenders think he's frightening. He's my boy.
Get some more of that.
He's selling some shirts in Korea.
Yeah,
the thing about him is, though, I think we need to give him game time. And
I think he'll get game time, but I don't think he's not at this performance and on his 5 minutes in Korea. He's not getting game time just because of the name. He's getting game time because he deserves it.
I know that, but I'm saying it's going to be difficult with Harvey Barnes and Gordon on that side.
It certainly is.
So
well, like I say, unless they're pretending that Anthony Gordon goes through the middle.
No, that's one thing I do not want to see.
If you see Wissa,
except that, if you listen to the Anthony Gordon interview, he was saying, "Look, I'm working on it, and he's got me working on it. I'm learning the patterns. I'm learning the moves."
Yeah, but no matter how you want to play it, he's not a center forward, so.
GS7 wasn't a midfielder.
So you're saying we don't need a striker then?
I'm not saying we don't.
Say what you need to say, man. Stop implying stuff.
All I'm saying is sometimes you have to make a best of a bad job. Half time.
Half time, ladies and gents. It is halftime in the Toon. Please, folks, hit the like button. Come on, man. 265 likes. We need more than that. Let's get to 300 immediately. I know there's a lot of you that haven't smashed the like button yet. Please do that. Hit the like button. Super chat, by the way. I'm reminding you, you can super chat, help the channel grow. And who's clicking the bell? Somebody's door is ringing. And you can super chat, and you can give memberships away, become a member yourself, help support the channel. and help us grow by doing that as well. But if you don't want to, if you don't have it right now, all you got to do is hit the like button, and that's a free way of helping support the channel.
I'm looking at Dom's comment there. He's saying Targett fully involved this game, but gave the ball away for their goal. Scored himself and gave away a pen. I thought it was Hall that gave the ball away for their goal, to be honest.
And I did. It was Targett's.
Was it Targett?
Well, no doubt we'll see it during the half time.
We shall see it. We have our
dire ball.
Our producer Dom Underdog helping us in the background and fact check and win, and that's a job in itself. So
we've got to keep an eye on number 7. He's saying for Espanyol.
Yeah.
Talented attacker, top scorer for Espanyol.
Who was up there? Joelinton signing the shirt.
And yet, I don't know whether Dom's seen SofaScore. He's their worst player on the park so far, according to SofaScore.
Hey, Win, how do we get in that area where Joelinton is at? Is that platinum tickets?
That's the boxes.
How do we get it? How does that guy get in there?
You've got to have a box.
You can have a box.
He's signing like 20 shirts there. Is he gonna sell them on the side?
Yeah, because you go out. What you do is you go outside. Your seats are actually outside the box itself.
Oh, that is.
And that's kind of a footway, but it's only accessible to the there. It'll be accessible from the box either side of it.
That's amazing, by the way. We need to praise when the players do good. Joelinton taking the time. Signing, because it's a snowball effect, because everybody wants their stuff signed and he's doing it. I mean, I think Warren Barton told me one time about Bobby Robson, the man that Mighty Win hated at the time. Where he said one thing that he taught us was these people come out here and all they want is a stupid signature, a stupid whatever from a pen, for whatever. And that's what they take. That's what they. It's a treasure for them. The least you can do is do it for them. That's it. That's all they ask for. And
it was Targett.
So yeah. So it was Targett that gave the ball away.
It was Matt Targett. Yeah.
Ooh, that was one shot and a half though.
So that's exactly what he's saying, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go.
You got fact check.
But it was one hell of a goal, like.
Oh, it was a great shot because the ball was.
Oh yeah, that's true. He tried. Look, I tell players all the time.
Half volley.
First time, that's what 18, 20, 25 yards.
I tell people all the time, stick to what you do, man. Stick to what you do. Don't try to add. So Matt Targett's now a replacement for Isak, says Jim Plunkett.
He's a target man.
No,
indeed.
I mean, I will say that he's been I remember a lot of Targett this game. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I feel like I've seen him a lot. One man that's having a mare is Jacob Murphy. I mean, he's definitely lost all his powers, like Samson.
I disagree. No, he's been
involved. Man? He's been absolute rubbish all game, man.
But he hasn't.
But he has.
Well, you're watching a different game to me, then.
No, I'm watching this one. You were busy trying to sort your OnlyFans on the side the whole time.
He's put one bad crossover, and he had that.
No, man, multiple times. Attempt. Bad control.
But the thing was, passes. He was there to do it, and he's making the runs. I just got to
praise the guy for being there. Okay, sounds good. Tell you what, Lewis Miley, though, there we go. He's been on point.
That was a great ball there.
From Lewis Miley.
What was?
No.
That was Lewis Miley.
No. It was Murphy that took the ball and ran it through and passed it to Miley.
And then 20 million things happened afterwards.
That's him on the ball. That's
hell,
on the ball now.
What are you going to give Murphy?
That's Miley.
No, that's Miley now. It was Murphy that ran through and gave him the ball.
It was Murphy. Like he picks it up in on the half turn, and he goes forward and he passes a 5-yard ball into Sela. And then Sela comes back to Kraft into Miley.
Miley does all that. Like,
And then
what
he
you
goes to
talking
the back
about, man?
stick.
Yeah, but the start of the move was Murphy.
When?
Yeah, it was just
Shut up, man.
I mean, it was just a 5 yards straight ball. I mean, it's not. But I mean,
Hey.
apart from that part there, he hasn't really
He took the ball on the run,
on the half turn. Yeah,
took it forward. There that he's doing now, and then he passed it.
yeah. So what else has he done?
Well, nothing that's
Could
got
that-
a goal.
Well, nothing. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he hasn't had a best game because he could have quite comfortably been, more involved. He's playing this inside right position at the minute. They've to try and get more support to Sela, with Kraft coming out wide, and like I say, Sela is so isolated up top. What Eddie Howe's trying to do.
So he's got the lowest rating on SofaScore.
Who does?
Murphy.
Jake Murphy.
Well, they're not wrong.
Oh, of course they're not.
He's been the worst player.
I mean, like
man.
I say,
What's Targett got? Because he's got a goal. He's got from 6.3
well,
to
the
7.3.
goal matters. So, what is this, man? Literally, I don't understand it. Yeah, he scored a goal. I agree with you. He's not
Exactly. So the
he's
fact
nobody.
that he
But
gave
he
the ball,
scored. Of course, that matters.
the fact that he gave the ball away for their first goal and then gave them a penalty doesn't affect anything because he scored a goal. And by the way, I'm not saying Targett's had a bad game either. I think Targett's had a good game.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can see his flaws. As much as the lad tries, he has since his injuries, he's fallen back massively.
100%.
Regarding technical ability. But I mean, I think the actual penalty decision that he gave away, I think that was harsh. If I'm honest with you,
I don't think that was a penalty.
There didn't seem much contact there, to be fair.
Target should be to look for another club. That's Gavin.
Yeah. And it's very difficult because, obviously, you've got Targett and Hall both moving from position to position.
That's another look there.
And I think sometimes, when your mindset is on an attacking side, when you then become the defensive person, you're just not switched on and clued up. So, you're playing very much like the Jekyll and Hyde person. You're moving into an attacking mentality to a defensive mentality. And I think sometimes, again, with Louis Hall, you've seen good and bad with Louis Hall doing exactly the same when them pair have swapped. They haven't had steady, consistent games.
But by the way, we've got our answer to Lewis's question the other day when he put it in. Who's going to get the number 1 shirt? Because Ramsdale's wearing 32.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe they've retired it.
Well, the one was the Bravkas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that Pope is going to get it.
Well, you would have thought if it was available and it's a goalkeeper, you would have thought Ramsdale would have got it, wouldn't you?
Well, Ramsdale came in before the
So
Bravka.
obviously, don't want to make a statement by giving him the number 1.
I don't think
maybe
so.
it's psychological.
It's purely psychological, obviously, isn't it?
I don't think it was available. So I mean, now nobody knew that the Bravka was going to be gone. And
Well, Marv saying numbers on shirt means nothing. Bruno 39. It means everything
disagree.
Yeah,
I
but
disagree.
spiritually.
Bruno, that's his dad's taxi number.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. It's his spiritual number.
If I am a player for Newcastle United, I want the number 10 because
Number
I
10
want the
means
10.
nothing in Newcastle.
Well, it does. It means to everybody in the
doesn't.
world. Or if I'm a
telling you,
striker,
I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about Newcastle.
If I'm a striker, I want the number 9. If I'm a winger, I want the number 7. Like Cristiano, blah blah blah. If I'm a goalkeeper, I want the number 1. If I'm a holding midfielder, I want the number 6. I want the number 5. Numbers matter, man. So some people don't care.
You've got a fixation with number 10.
Well, the number 10 in the history of football
no
is an
significance
important
at all in Newcastle.
All numbers are important. I like tradition. I don't want to wear 75. Like, what the fuck is that, man?
And I'm talking about Newcastle tradition. I think I know a bit more about it than you do.
I don't know. Quite honestly, I wouldn't put money on that win at this point.
Well, I would.
You are truly knackered. What the
drink
heck
your
is
Guinness out of
fly
a tea.
in my beer, man? Fucking hell.
There's a fly in my beer.
Who drinks Guinness out of a wine glass, eh?
Well, that's all I have.
I
And this is
rest
not a
my
wine glass,
case.
by the way. This is a beer glass.
That's a
Not a
wine
wine
glass,
glass.
man. It may
This
be a
is for
beer glass
Stella.
to you. It's not a wine
No,
glass
it isn't.
to us.
It's not wine. It's not for wine. It's for beer. It's for Stella. Not one of those beers, but unfortunately, I don't. I'm not gonna buy a different cup for a different. Proper drinkers just drink, man. They're not wussies looking for different cups.
Well, we've seen you drinking. I'll just have a pint of water.
I drink. I don't drink that BS Foster's you gave me. They got me sick to my stomach. But anyway.
Look at that. People that like the number 10 drink Guinness out of a wine glass.
Exactly.
Hey, number 10 is the most important number in the history of football, man.
Yeah.
As you.
So who's
Everybody did.
been your shining light then in the first half for Newcastle?
Bruno's had a good game.
No. Sue is
And Sue.
unpredictable, really great. He's man of the match right now. And he needs to get minutes. He can't go under the radar. Like, he can't go. Eddie Howe has to figure out how to play him and give him minutes. Simple.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to play your best players and the players that are working right now. And
Got to be within the team. A very good comment there, saying he's ASM-ish, Grealish-ish, Grealish-ish, Grealish-esque.
Yeah, exactly. Miley for me. I think Miley's been outstanding.
Miley's been good as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's tried to run the show. You know, like I say, dropping off, linking play. Yeah, I mean, I know Wim was saying about keeping it simple. All good players keep hold of the ball.
He's done more than that today. Far more.
No, but you always say he always passes, back or sideways.
And he's done a lot of that too, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. But all good players that see a game, if you can't go forward, you keep hold of the ball.
And that's what I'm saying. What he's done today, that I've rarely seen him do, is take the ball forward and play progressive balls, and a lovely cross for the assist for the goal.
But he's playing
Prove
more
me
of his
wrong. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, but that's what I said. He's playing more his favoured role as well in the inside right position of the three. And you've got Bruno playing in that central role, and then obviously you've got Hall and Targett that have interchanged positions on the left centre.
But is he really? Because Bruno's been playing the 8 most of the game.
Yeah, that's what I said. When you've got them driving from that midfield, like I say, Targett's been one of the mainstays in midfield. But when he's wants a breather, he'll drop into the left back position, and Hall will come in to that midfield. So there's been lots of to-ing and fro-ing between the two of them, and I think that's, like I say, that's a problem sometimes because you can't always get your head on it because you don't know whether to play as a progressive player going forward or the defensive player at the back. So it is a confusing one for the both of them. And, like I say, Targett's, as you said, has got 7.3, but he's made some some poor ricks in that first half. But like I say, the shape of the team I thought was quite good, quite interesting. I liked its promising going.
Ramsdale's coming out for the second half as well.
Yeah, it'll be Popey tomorrow, won't it?
Pope's going to get 90 tomorrow, you would think.
Ramsdale's still in there.
Ruddy and Harrison on.
Come on, man. We can't. Oh.
Harrison's on.
It looks like Jack. Remember Jack? He used to come and collaborate with us. Harrison. Ramsdale, but I just saw Ramsdale go.
I was going to say, yeah.
I've just seen Ramsdale coming on.
That's interesting.
Putting his stuff in the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to have a quick look to see who's there then.
Well, I've literally just seen Ramsdale come on and put his towel on the post and Unless he's doing it for Ruddy or something. I don't know.
there's a change of keeper for Espanyol.
Change of keeper for Espanyol, yeah.
I don't know who this lad is.
has disappeared.
Is this Jimenez or Fortuna? Fortuna. Number 1 he's got in his shirt, so I would imagine he's...
All right.
Is he the main guy then, Dom? Oh, okay. Right, got you. Anyway, we are off, and it's Targett playing left back now by the looks of it, and Alfie Harrison in midfield now. So it'll be nice to have a look at him. Kraft now on that right hand side, just inside the Espanyol half, just holding the play up, giving it back to Shaw. Again, no press from Espanyol, half press, but Newcastle just keep the ball. Murphy now inside to Alfie Harrison. Going a little bit further forward. Giving back to Bruno. Bruno now on the half turn. Gives it into Miley. Miley now goes square into Targett. Targett out to Sue, who's tried to on the turn there, but it's a nice sliding tackle and challenge from the Espanyol player. Hilali, I think that was. Targett with a throw-in now. Down to Sue. Again, just challenge. It ball ricochets out to Miley. Miley now out to Kraft, who gives the ball to Murphy on that right-hand side. Murphy brings the ball back into Bruno. Bruno now plays a simple ball into Murphy. Oh, Sela, come on. Concentrate in there, sunshine. So Espanyol keeper just picks it up and draws a Sela into the challenge, drops the ball on the 6-yard box, and then dinks the ball into that 6th position. And again, good challenge there from Kraft. Didn't quite win the ball, but again, Murphy gets that ball back. Ball into Kraft again, into Harrison, who tries to give a ball into Sela, but it was won back by Espanyol.
Kind of a nothing
now
ball,
on the break.
well
Yeah,
done there.
it was.
Well done, Dan.
Dan Burnt picks the ball up. Be careful, Alfie Harrison. Yeah, a bit of a tug on the shirt there from Fernandez on Alfie Harrison. So free kick to Newcastle.
Is it just a throw?
Whatever it is, it's taken. Murphy.
Looks like Ramsdale's on still.
Yeah, Ramsdale's still on.
Yeah, Ramsdale's on. So I got a tweet as well that we made changes, but I don't know what changes.
Well,
So-
Harrison, come on, that's the only one, I think.
Sure, come on.
Just Harrison.
It's just a
There you go.
break
You
of
heard
bloody
it
leg
from
ball.
her.
Ball over the top there for the Sela, but again, over hit. All the way through to the Espanyol keeper. Rubio. Ball down the line for Espanyol. Again, it's a handball against the Espanyol player there. Miley now, just on the halfway line. Pushed the ball up to Sela, out to Kraft, out to Murphy. Murphy into Bruno. Bruno now on the inside right position. Plays it into Alfie Harrison. Harrison into Miley. Everything very central for Newcastle.
Good
Plays
ball.
again. Ball up the line. Give and go, hopefully from Sela, but it's a poor ball from Alfie Harrison to Sela. Good challenge from Miley again there. Can Park get this ball? No. All the way back to Espanyol keeper.
They're putting 2 on Susung now. As soon as he gets anywhere near.
He's skinned him, hasn't he?
Left and right.
Espanyol go long over the top, trying to pick out Fernandez, but again hit too long, all the way through to Ramsdale. Throws it out to Shaw. Shaw now got freedom of his half, come to the halfway line. Again, long diagonal ball up, trying to pick out Sue.
Susung.
Oh, he had opportunity there, Sue, because it was over the full-back's head, but didn't quite pick the flight of the ball up. Again, Espanyol decide just to
Enjoy,
Dink it over the
Stephen.
top. Yeah, good ball out from the keeper, that. Miley just
it's a
tries to
foul.
hold up play, but it's a foul. Who's that number 19? Let's come on.
Was it?
I'm wondering if Miley's lost a little bit of weight again. You know when he came back last
Garcia.
season and he looked to have put about 10 stone on,
Yeah.
and now he's back to his old lithe appearance.
Yeah, perhaps.
Well, he's not happy.
Yeah, there's two substitutes for Espanyol, Calero and Garcia have come on.
Didn't
Kike
Fabian
Garcia.
Schär come from Espanyol or Real Sociedad? Which one?
Kike Garcia. He was from. Let me check.
No, I'm talking about Fabian Schär.
Fabian Shaw. He was from Deportivo.
Deportivo La Coruña. Never mind. They're similar shirts.
Giving
that's what I was
away.
asking.
Yeah, come on. Offside.
Offside. Good job.
Yeah.
Real Madrid wanted Schär at one point.
Yeah, but they're not as big a club as us, so we got him.
That's right. They're
Dan Burn now.
They're numpties that chairs the number 10.
Oh, hey up. We've got a whiteboard, man.
It's
Are
going
we in
back.
Korea again?
Korean tactics.
Yeah. Yeah. Was he going to write in Geordie, is he?
Geordie.
Yeah, it's-
Confuse them.
Ganyam. Oh,
Oh, shot on goal!
Oh,
I knew it was going to be on target too. But I think it
Sela.
was deflected.
Da 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 da.
Ooh.
Da 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 da.
Asula!
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Asula. Da 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 da.
Oh, ball through the middle, but again, wayward, all the way through to Ramsdale from Espanyol. Quickly
wow.
thrown out.
And Endrick will be Real Madrid's new number 9.
Wow.
I guess Mbappe is going to get number 10 more than likely.
So that's
Because that's the number that matters when...
because we were actually linked, believe it or not, with Hendrik at one stage.
Only you linked him with us. Listen, it would have been great, but
Miley.
oh, look at
Nice
that
little back heel to
trickery!
Bruno.
Oh,
Bruno
come
gets
on,
forced
man.
off the ball there. Espanyol on the halfway line. 3-on-2 if they break well, but held up well by Harrison.
Yeah. One for the team, for Alfie.
Yeah. Free kick. Just inside the Newcastle half there for Espanyol. Oh, here we go. There's going to be lots of breaks in the second half with all these subs. Espanyol now up to Fernandez. Left-hand side now
Good ball.
for Espanyol. Driving into the box. Little jink into the 6-yard box, but it's cleared
Oh,
by
it's a handball,
Shaw.
though.
Whoop the twat.
Headed
There it
cleared
is.
again. That's the way.
Dan
Good
Burn.
lad, Dan Burn.
Big Dan.
Yeah,
The
just get
wall
rid
is
of it.
firm.
Espanyol with the ball on that left-hand side again, just picking the ball up. Again, trying to just knock a silly ball into the box there. No commitment. Jacob Murphy
Oh,
into Miley, who goes over easily there, to be fair. It's won back by Bruno. Bruno now and Harrison. Driving forcefully, the Sela going forward here. Up to the forward line, or Sela now. Sela on the
Good.
half turn. He's got Sue on the left-hand side if he needs him. Brings it back inside to Bruno. Bruno he tries to get a shot off, but it gets cleared off his toe.
It was just blocked as he left it, left his foot. Took all the pace out of it.
Yeah. What's the referee given here? What's Mr. Oliver doing? Just trying to see where he was there. Oh, I think it come. Oh, he deflected off Jacob Murphy, I think, that shot from Asula. Oof. Flying in on the tackle there. The referee's played
Right,
on.
come on, Alfie, do something.
Alfie Harrison now out to Song Sue on this left-hand side. Song Sue gives it back to Alfie Harrison, who just slows the blade down. Back to Targett. into Miley. Miley just holding the ball up and just giving it square to Shaw. Shaw outside to Murphy. Murphy now into Bruno. Bruno just on the edge of the box. Oh, wrong choice there. Back to Miley. Kraft now inside to Bruno. Back into Murphy. Murphy on the turn. Plays it square to Targett. Targett out to Song Soo. Oh, there's a diving challenge on Song Soo, but he's straight back up onto his feet.
Play that
Play
advantage.
simple. Yeah. And what's going on now? That's mad. There was no advantage there, but I've obviously given something to Espanyol. There's going to be lots of changes start happening now.
155, strange.
Yeah, a little bit of like a bouncing ball. So I don't know what that was from Michael Oliver. He's seen something. He wanted to give the
Maybe
ball
he'd
back
seen
to
a clash of
Espanyol.
heads or something, I don't know.
I don't know. Didn't see anybody go down. Espanyol now. Look.
Demetrius is saying, is Isak watching this at home?
The target new Isak. Espanyol on your halfway line now. All the Newcastle players camped in their half in this 4-5-1 adopted formation. Ball into is that I think that's that Lozano playing very deep, headed clear by Targett.
The ball
there.
hit the keeper.
Yeah, he's back yet. Oh, was
So
that from the drop
noticed
ball?
Reece Doolin, a new signing from Blackburn Rovers, come on for Espanyol.
A lad from Blackburn Rovers is coming on for Espanyol. Interesting. Lozano. And just playing it simple. Nice ball up to the top. But again, each ball given away from Espanyol. Bruno now. Gets Kraft on that right-hand side.
Go on. You've got
Kraft with a little
green
bit of
grass
space
in
to
front
run
of you.
into.
Go for it.
Yeah, plays the ball into Murphy. Murphy now.
Was
Just
a new lap.
simple to Kraft. Come on, give and go. Look sharp, lads. Look sharp. Oh, come on. That's just sloppy. Murphy again just plays a blind ball diagonal into the box, and there's nobody anywhere near that. Espanyol now with the keeper. Goes long. Looking again to single out one player up top, but he's way offside from that kick. He looks old.
Four
that
more
guy.
legs, guys. Come on. 4 more legs. Get rid of
Come on.
300.
Let's get over 300. We should get a lot more than that. Come on now. By the end of the match, we should get 400 likes. Let's go.
Bruno out to Kraft. Back into Sharp. We need another goal. We'll smash the 400 if we get another goal. It has got a bit stale at the moment. Oh, it's too easy. It's them type of balls through the middle. Espanyol now. Lozano goes long over the top. But again, nowhere near an Espanyol player. Easy for Ramsdale. Shaw now. Bringing the ball out of defence into Bruno's feet, just inside the Deportivo half. Ball over the top for Song Soo to run onto, but too close to the keeper. Very energetic Song Soo.
Eager though, yeah, eager.
Yeah, very energetic. Ball over the top for Sanchez to run onto. Ball into the middle now, but well done. Murphy bringing that ball back. Shaw. Kraft now back in his right back position. Into Miley on the centre circle, just inside Newcastle half. Miley goes out to the right-hand side again.
Come on,
Bruno
folks. Hit
now.
the likes.
Bruno
16% say they
simple
forgot to
into
hit the like, and
Sela.
we'll do it.
Miley.
And 49%, yes, of course, we'll do it. You know, come on now. A lot of people haven't hit the like button. Do it
Out to Song
now.
Soo. Song Soo into the box looking for a
nice.
run. Yeah.
I think they changed the goalkeeper, by the way.
They brought on Angel Fortuno.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortuno, Calero, and Garcia so far.
Should have got. That's what Win would have liked that. Hire one of
The
those
Korean
career
singers.
and brought them for the
My babies.
And Win would have definitely paid for that ticket.
Ricky D saying Spurs are getting slapped in the Super Cup final.
Bayern.
Oh yeah, that's true. Who they play against?
Bayern.
Bayern. Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't they play that yesterday?
Yeah, 4-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4-0.
And he missed a penalty, didn't he, Kane?
Yeah. Knockout.
Ball into Sela, who
There we
loses
go.
it
Come on,
again.
let's go.
A little bit of a.
No, he does well.
He does well there.
Come on,
with
do
Well, it was
with
a
Murphy.
nothing. It was a hospital ball he was given.
Miley.
There we go.
Not much movement in front of them, though, is there? That's the problem. They get some good positions down the width, but there's not a lot to aim for when they get there. Alfie Harrison just gives
Bruno that's on the penalty spot.
ball into
Well,
Murphy.
we're not really doing much up front. That's the problem. We have a lot of the
on.
ball. I mean, we're swinging it around. Murphy holding back, giving it to Miley, blah, blah, blah. But we're not really doing much up front.
Now, Miley back into Dan Byrne, who's
Ah,
seemed to be, it's a poor ball.
by Burn.
And Espanyol now on the halfway line.
It's a poor ball by Burn, Win. What do you want? I don't understand it.
It did turn out to be a poor ball, but it was
So
well
what-
meant.
No, but nothing. It's a poor ball.
Here we go with the more changes.
You look for the negatives, I'll look for the positives.
I swear to God, what negative? Call it for what it is. It was a poor ball.
We're going to see Ruben Sanchez come off for Ramon Terrats.
Oh my gosh, man.
Ramon
This guy.
Terrats. And Dolan's coming on for Sanchez and Expisito. Exposito.
Oh my goodness. It's turned into a bit of a boring game, quite honestly. We're gonna get some
It always
changes,
is in
though.
the second half. It always is because there's so many
Who the hell is
changes.
number 62, for fuck's sake, man?
That's Neve, Sean Neve for a Sela,
Oh.
I would imagine.
I hope we don't turn into like the Mexican league that has a 3-digit numbers.
Yeah. Oh, Song Su's off.
Oh, Auntie Sue coming off.
So is Neve going up top?
You would think
Playing.
Neve up top and then Osula on the wing.
Getting a
On the wing.
good ovation, Sung Soo, though.
Yeah, absolutely deserved it as well. He's been a credit in this game.
Marco says I'm falling asleep watching that, so I'll listen to you boys. There you
Oh,
go. I
Harris.
appreciate that, man.
Bit of a dodgy ball, that Sunshine. And
That was a tackle.
Targett
right there,
gets a
number
bit of a
24.
clattering from the lad who's just come on. Dolan.
Alfie
The other
Harrison
boys-
has covered himself in glory, hasn't he?
Jordy dances. Who's that other voice? Where's that coming from? It is Dom, man. It's the little voices in our ear. You're part of this channel. You hear voices.
Just
That's why
keep
we've got
going
a
on track. that's all.
psychiatrist in. Exactly. Shaw now. Into Miley. Back into Shaw's feet. Again, no press from Espanyol. Playing a 4-4-2. Very old-fashioned style, but doing blocking Newcastle's progression.
It's Thanos.
Dan
That's
Burn.
Lenny.
Yeah. Ramsdale. Shaw.
We are not good, man.
Shaw goes long again, trying to pick out Asula, but it's over Asula's head. Watch the ball bounce, lad.
Well, you cannot really say that Espanyol are playing a low block.
Well, no, they're not. They're just playing a 4-4-2. That's what I said. They are just, unfortunately, when we get in the last third, we lose ideas. Young Neve and Harrison there give the ball away to Espanyol. Again, Espanyol just slow the game down a little bit on the turn. Neve just trying to show a little bit of urgency there, but to no avail. Espanyol now just quite happy to keep hold of the ball. Just slowly building up on that left-hand side now. Little jink over the top on the 22. Again, first time ball into the box, cut out by Shaw. Bruno on the edge of his box, just plays it simple out to Kraft. Again, plays a poor ball down the line back to Bruno. Goes back to Espanyol. Espanyol again. Halfway line. Just allowing Newcastle to come and give give them a press, but again, no press or urgency from Newcastle.
Yeah, well, we're past the 3 now. Come on, hit the 4.
We need 400 likes. Let's go.
Espanyol now. Just crouching into the Newcastle half, but again, pressed really well by Dan Burner. Sela on this left-hand side. Again, blocked off Harrison, slides in, and I don't know, I think he, again, expected a challenge there. But the ball had literally dribbled out to him. Lots of young uns warming up, so imagine on the 75th minute, there'll be lots of young uns appear. Again, ball into space from Espanyol, but again, not directed very well. Kraft into Shaw. Dan Burn now. Dan Burn just again, no press from Espanyol towards the halfway line. Squared again to Shaw. Bruno just looking for options. Kraft. Oh, it's just, we've gone long. And again, looking for Alfie Harrison, but didn't quite get hold of it again. All the way back to the keeper and Espanyol. Again, just Newcastle just dropping off, just allowing Espanyol to bring it out.
Interesting from Gavin Fuller says, low block or mid block, we are clueless, pet ball without the players to do it. Well, these certainly, I mean, not going to be the players to do it. I mean, I think Tonali, Bruno.
What cool is on the bench?
They're going to be better at it. Although the center backs are the center backs. So Malik Tiao would come in. That would be an upgrade, I think. But
well done,
right now it's Byrne and Shard to conduct. To play for
Byrne, Shard, and Lascelles.
Lascelles.
It'll be Lascelles tomorrow.
We need to get the Malik Tiao, the new Lascelles.
How is Botman? Anybody heard anything from Botman?
Oh my God, what the hell? Botman is just, he's knackered, man.
Let me go check, see if there's any news.
Right, there's a excellent ball by Ramsdale.
Murphy just doesn't really give the ball back very well, but he managed to get it to Kraft. Marley just plays it safe. Has for it back on the edge of his penalty area. Marley into the feet of Harrison. Alfie Harrison just keeps hold of the ball. Gives it right-hand side to Kraft. Kraft now down that line. Come on, guys. Urgency. Miley into Bruno. Bruno on the half turn. Gives it back to Shaw. Shaw into Dan Burn. Dan Burn just waiting for some movement up front. But again, all channels are blocked off. Very narrow from the Newcastle players. Not a lot of width to aim for. Oh, shocking that is. Absolutely shocking from Murphy.
Poor.
Shocking, man.
Here we go. Espanyol bringing on more subs.
Coming in with some heavy hitters. 3 players.
I don't know who these guys are.
I don't either.
Oh, somebody's backside there. The coach's backside on the screen.
So Javi Prado's off for Perry Mia.
Salinas.
Joffre Carreras is coming on, and Salinas.
Yeah, lots of changes. Roberto Romero and Puedo coming off.
So that's a left back, a striker, and a winger coming on for them.
Left
Why
back,
don't we make
striker, and a
changes?
winger. Well, we've only got kids on the bench. I mean, he'll try and push the guys to 75 minutes, I would have thought. As we start the Premier League next week, he'll need to get lots of minutes in legs.
Perez look-alike there.
Well, I would assume tomorrow is deemed a very important game. And I think so as well. You know, I think that game tomorrow is going to kind of put things into perspective as to how do we pair with an important side like Atletico Madrid with good players. I wish we would have Julian Alvarez.
Get hold of it. Yeah, I may.
In terms of attackers on the bench, we've got Garen Qual and Trevon Sanusi.
Trevon
I'd like to see
Sanusi.
them
What,
both.
Sanusi as well. You know what?
Yeah, you see, that's what I said. I can only I would imagine they'll both come on very soon because I can't see a Sela being on for much longer. So I think Kowal will be right side and Sanusi will be left side. But again, I think Eddie will be pushing these guys to at least 80 minutes.
Yeah, I think he'll be taking Murphy off.
Oh, Murphy's been, I say he's very poor, to be fair.
Oh, there's a
to this,
Bruno.
Nice footwork.
Bruno. Yeah,
with
Bruno
the trickery and the wizardry
Again.
and the
I mean, come on, lads, help him
spiciness.
out. You can't.
And gets
He's got
the
3
free kick.
players ready.
And now, and the Toon is letting them know.
That's what we do. Get free kicks.
Yeah.
Now we
But
don't.
I mean, again, you look at you've got 3 players around him there, Bruno, and there wasn't a single Newcastle player wanting the ball there to support him. Got to
we
get
don't
closer to
execute
him in
the-
that
The
situation.
free kicks well. See, Tonali right here. I would love to see what Tonali can do right here.
Come on, Martin Mark. Make
But we're
your
gonna
mark.
have to do something, man, because the free kicks that's been disastrous all last season. Target, come on.
Fabian Shaw's asking the
I think
question.
it'll be Shaw.
Well, Shaw's moved away, so
No. The target man's after a hat trick.
but he's got to get 2 first. Oh, it
Probably
looks like
Murphy.
Murph. Yeah, Murphy's a set piece man. Well, let's see if he can do something with this wand of a right foot. Because it's certainly been off the passing. Let's see if he can shoot with it.
Don't hold your breath.
See a worldie from Murphy.
Oh, hell.
Okay. Little dink over the back. And it's
Offside.
offside.
Target.
Not offside
That was
though.
Shaw.
It's not
No,
offside.
it was Shaw. It was free there, the
No,
back
that
stick.
Oh, that's a good tactical play. There we
Is
go.
that the Martin Mark making his
Yeah.
debut as the new set piece coach?
Is that his
Miley.
name? I thought it was Ross something.
No. Martin Mark from
Who's that
Corner.
Ross guy that we hired then? For what?
he's a director of football.
Director.
Well, he-
Fuck,
he-
get
he-
out
he's
of here,
not-
man.
director.
The fuck is
Director of I don't know. Some
director of twatness?
Football
it is.
operations.
football operations.
Maybe he is in charge of the negotiations. Who knows?
I think this is our first corner, isn't it?
No, we had
Yeah.
one in the first half.
You know?
Oh, Sula. Everybody's got a part now.
Yeah, let's see if we can do something with this one.
So let's say
Ball into the
looks
box
like
towards the
Murphy's in charge
keeper.
of every play.
Yeah, headed
Oh,
clear by Espanyol, but again, not taken clear. Harrison picks the ball up, gives it back to Shaw. Shaw now on this left-hand side. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy plays the ball into the box. Headed clear.
Ooh.
Target gets whacked. It makes me laugh when they shoulder barge a player and then they all look at the referee and say, "What, me?
Oh, me, ref.
Me?"
How wee man. Another
Let's
one.
see what we can do now.
It's from 36
Again.
yards.
Yeah, Target and Murphy over the ball again. See if Murphy does his little drag back.
No, this time it looks as though Target's the one that's shaping to take it.
Everybody's on the edge of the box. Yeah, Target drops it in towards the back stick where Shaw was hanging out. Harrison on the edge of the box, just
Well done.
again fighting for it. Ball again ricochets to Espanyol. Again tries to bring the ball, but Miley intercepts. Bruno on that right-hand side now brings it inside, plays it back to Target, who gives it to Shaw.
Keep
Plays
ball.
plays it into Byrne, who's playing left back at the minute. Shaw, Target, Kraft into Miley. Kraft has moved back into midfield by the look. Target's moved into midfield by the looks of it. Central ball to Harrison, who again doesn't really control it very well.
Wasn't a really good ball either, by the way.
Well, it was along the floor. He could have controlled that a bit better, I think. Oh, yeah, corner to Espanyol this time.
Espanyol. Man, this is criminal to watch, man. Oh, shoot.
Tonight's
So
attendance is
criminal, my cross just fell.
30,782.
30,780, did you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's tonight's
this is-
attendance. Wow.
20,000, 20-odd thousand down.
That's shocking.
Man.
If that's not sending a message to the hierarchy, I don't know what will.
I wonder how many Espanyol fans are there. Corner in, comes in.
Well,
onto the edge
I
of
don't
the
want to hear
6-yard
anybody
box.
winching about, I can't get tickets.
What, like you were at the start?
No, I couldn't get my ticket. That's different.
Bruno.
20,000 empty seats, and I can't have my season ticket that I've had for 50 years.
Lots of finger pointing going on from the crowd.
Nice control by Ramsdale there.
Dan Burn now, just on the edge of the box. Gets closed down by Espanyol.
And has no worries at all about passing it with a bit of pace back to Ramsdale.
No.
He
That's what
wouldn't,
I
have,
said,
played, he wouldn't have played that ball if Pope had been in goal, Anna.
Nah. Target over the top for Sela to run onto. Sela
Well
just lets
done.
the ball bounce again. It's up to the byline, but his heavy touch just runs the ball out.
Man,
Eesh.
we are well and truly knackered.
Just need to keep going. Down the wing, we look very, very interesting. We just lost that little bit of ability to hold on to the ball now.
We've lost everything at the minute.
Or short ball into Espanyol. Harrison closes down. There's a
Murphy,
chance here.
get in.
Murphy!
Yeah,
Get in!
That was a drop mistake by them.
That was shocking by
Get in, boy.
Espanyol.
That was awful defending.
Trying to play out from this
Come on!
From the goal
Rescue
kick, mate.
dog does the business.
Get in.
That's the only thing you've done, Murph.
Really, the only thing.
78th minute, we are
Have a look at
2-1.
Sofa's score now. His score
Let's have a
will
look.
jump by 2 points.
Goalkeeper tries to play a ball out. Alfie Harrison closes it down. There's a square ball to nobody. And it goes straight to Murphy,
Good
who
finish, by the way.
Oh, he
finishes
messed
at the
up
near post.
It's 7.6 for Murphy.
So he's jumped. I don't know what he was down to. He started at 6.5, and what he's done in the second half would have probably had him down to 6.3, and suddenly.
No, it was 6.9 before the
Before the
goal. Now
goal.
it's 7.6. Yeah.
Well, there we go, ladies and gents. The Toon is finally winning a game in the preseason.
Yeah.
And that's Murphy doing exactly what he did last season, having maybe it's not a good game, but getting involved in goal and assist.
Oh, Alfie, where you go with a header, son? Espanyol now down this right hand side. Espanyol just trying to draw players to him. There's 3 Newcastle players all around him. Again, plays the simple ball. Espanyol goes back to the halfway line. Again, Sean Neve tries to press the ball over the top, but it's offside to Espanyol. So free kick to Newcastle. Again, a poor mistake from Espanyol. They've given the ball away very cheaply at times, Espanyol. Trying to play very direct.
Well, playing from the back, sometimes that's what you put yourself up against. So that's hopefully we won't see that for Newcastle, because if we don't do it well, that could be a possibility.
Short list for.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah,
so
the short
Newcastle
list.
are stepping up their search for a striker after missing out.
According to Graham Bailey.
From the Graham Bailey, that's Kolomoani. How do you say his last name? Agiowa?
Yeah.
Agahoa.
Agahua.
Sammy
There you go.
Agihawa.
Nicholas Jackson, Watkins, and Jorgen Larson.
Strand Larson.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, Wolves.
Yeah, plays for Wolves.
No, I know that, but I mean, is he not related to anybody from
No,
Well, there's
that-
lots of Larsons, isn't there?
There's a Strand
Yeah,
Larson
yeah.
that plays for Burnley. I don't think they're
Okay.
related.
Yeah, but his surname is double barreled. It's Strand Larson, not just Larson.
Yeah, but that's what Dom
that's
was
why
just
he's-
saying.
Yeah.
There's a lad at Burnley that plays a Strand Larson apparently. Ball given away again cheaply in the midfield from Miley there. Espanyol down the right hand side now. Tries to
Andy Bell.
win a free kick there, but nothing given.
Andy Bell, that's his great job. Doing a great job, by the way, Dom. Yep.
Thank you.
Doing a great job, mate.
Ball again, just
I can tell, innit?
kicked clear. Yeah.
Pinball.
again, it's-
Well, I'll
Pinball
tell you what, this is
football.
it's like watching paint dry. It's like watching Mighty Win finish a sentence. It's criminal, man.
Again, ball just given down to Targett, who heads it back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale just
That's
happy to give
because
it.
the mighty Win puts his brain in gear before
that's the problem. I don't think
he
it's in the gear. That's why you can't get it out.
opens
No, it
his
sounds in slow motion.
mouth.
Yeah.
People saying, why can't I see Dom? Because Dom is the man in the shadows, the man behind the scenes, the one that makes Mighty Win look good on the shows. And no, Dom is not the makeup lady.
Kraft now out to Murphy, who's got a bit of space to run into. Murphy
Get
now
in.
drives to the box with Neve. But again, cleared by Espanyol.
He
Picked
didn't
up
get a
again by
hold of
Dan
that
Byrne
one.
towards the halfway line. Dan Byrne allowed to turn, gives it into Alfie Harrison. Alfie Harrison back to Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne now gives, just again, going square into Shaw. Shaw drives the ball down to Bruno's feet now. Bruno on the diagonal. Just gives it to Miley and give and go. And again, just
Bit of a
little
hospital
bit of a
ball.
ball to Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne facing his own goal.
And got no qualms at all about
Ooh,
passing.
Ramsdale just
look
picking
at
the
that.
ball up with that, man.
Ramsdale.
Well
pull back.
done, Ramsdale.
Oh, come on, lads. You've got to be quicker than that in there.
And then Miley.
Bruno.
Miley's Haviland. Who is that?
That was
That's Miley?
Bruno.
No, that's Bruno.
That's Bruno.
Bruno is.
Alfie Harrison, well done, son. Running backwards there. Winning the
Bruno's
ball back.
grabbing his toe.
Yeah, I think he
leg.
got stood on.
Yeah, I thought we would have had some more changes by now.
Yeah, that's what I
Eddie
said.
Howe
We've got to
playing
have,
everybody.
we've got to have
Till
some
the
minutes
end.
in the legs, mate, because it's like I say, it's
Oh.
boom time next week.
The Premier League starts next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Against who's the first game?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Once again, we've seen this movie before. Sandro Tonali lives in their heads rent free.
Oh, another 3 substitutions.
Another
So,
three, yeah. Rahman, Bouza, and Hinajo coming on for Hilale, Lozano, and Cabrera. Inojo.
Pablo Ramon.
Newcastle 2, Espanyol 1, 84th minute.
Al Hilal,
Yeah.
the PIF team coming off.
I like Steve's comment. When you're bright as a 30-watt light bulb.
Alexa, smart plug off.
There you go. That's how bright you are.
Target into Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne now picks it up and gives it to Ramsdale. Ramsdale goes square, driven ball out to Target. Target time to move the ball forward. But again, give and go with Murphy, fails, and it's Espanyol now. Oh, there's a committed foul there from Bruno. Espanyol get the free kick, left-hand side. Only about 40 yards out.
A comment from Magpie Media on X. The goal came for Murphy from pressing from Alfie Harrison and Sean Neve. Eddie Howe will love that.
Okie doke.
Well,
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, Alfie Harrison did well. I mean, to close, I must admit, on the goal. But it was just poor play, wasn't it? At the end of the day, it was very poor
they
play.
gave it away. Well, I mean, I think it
square
was the
ball,
first defender.
so dangerous.
But to be honest, though, that goalkeeper gave him the ball there with pressure. I mean, what was he supposed to do? I mean, he can't even hoof it correctly unless he just, be careful.
Ooh,
Ramsdale there showing a little bit of insecurity.
Well, it's again, it's a nightmare for defenders, isn't it? Because it's a diagonal ball in the half space.
Did he judge it or?
No, he didn't. He was waiting for some type of contact from the forward. If you have a look at, he stuttered his run. You see.
Yeah, I think I think he was waiting to see what happened and then just turned his back and left it.
Yeah, but obviously, if it's too far away from you to come and collect comfortably and without causing issues, what you end up doing there is just dropping off and just planting your feet ready for that reaction dive if your defender or the attacker gets it.
Friend of the Channel Irish Assassin saying, do you think Alfie is ready for first team football? I don't personally.
Hell to the no.
Not by a long way.
Shots, great save.
I thought he grabbed it for a second.
So did I.
I thought that was, if he grabbed it, man, that would have been unbelievable. But
yeah. Shot from about 25 yards into the top corner. Palmed away from any danger there from Ramsdale. I must admit,
he's marshalling his defence. He's shouting.
Yeah.
Well, he's commanding the box.
Yeah, as I say.
Mr.
Ramsdale. I mean, like I say, you talking about Alfie Harrison.
That's the thing the young'uns do, something in Commander or Commander and something.
What's that? Go Commando, is it? One of the two?
No, some video.
You're going Comanche? Is that what you're saying?
Call of Duty.
No, something Commander it is.
Wayne is going Comanche. He doesn't know what that is.
Commando. I am Commando, as a matter of fact, but don't tell everyone.
Oh, don't stand up.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in.
Greg's will be asking where their sausage rolls are.
Ain't much of a sausage anymore, mate. More of a baby carrot.
Keeps me happy.
Yeah. Listen, you wouldn't like it as a wart on the end of your nose. That's what you got to remember.
Oh, hello.
There's a chance here for
well done.
Espanyol. Get to clear there from Newcastle. Command and conquer, says Lenny B.
I don't think it's command and conquer. It's what the fuck is it? It's commander. It's something in commander. Yeah, or commander something.
Oh, lovely super chat there from Ian Fleming. Thank you very much, mate. That new keeper is good, mine. Where did we find him?
Bournemouth. That'll be the cry. First mistake he makes. Bournemouth connection.
Yeah. Throw into from Targett now. Down into Sean Neve. Sean Neve, a bit crowded out there. Again, Espanyol get the ball back. There's a chance, half chance on the right hand side. Drags it back, a chip to the back stick, and it's a goal for Espanyol. A little chip into the penalty area, and it was reaction header. Wrong foot's Ramsdale.
And that is Kike Garcia.
Kike Garcia with a goal.
How old's he?
35. New signing from...
He's as old as God's dog.
Deportivo.
A new signing?
Yeah, they've just signed him on a free.
35. There you go. Again, silly to give the ball away where they did, Newcastle. Put them on the back foot. And it's just cross towards the 6-yard box. And he gets his head on it. Yeah. Just, like I say, a little jink into the 6-yard box. And he's there on the edge of the box. And Ramsdale's going one way and he heads the ball back across him. So We forever leak goals, says Jeffo in the chat. Sean out, giving the ball central again to weak
Giving the
pass
ball
in
away
the
again.
middle of the park again. That Targett wins the ball back. Oh, it's a poor ball error defence again towards Jacob Murphy, straight out of play to Espanyol. Throw the ball back on the edge of the pen. Oh, that's it. All over. 2-2.
Here we go.
With a cheeky one.
Yes.
2-2, then it's ended at St James's Park, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle 2, Espanyol 2. A bit of a bitty second half, to be fair, but an enjoyable first half.
Don't finish it. We're going to stay here for the reaction.
Don't finish it, yeah. But there you go. Part 1 of 2 is done. And it's nice to see Ramsdale, like I say, even though he's unfortunately beaten twice. I don't think there was a lot he could do with either of them.
Correct. So I'm just doing some quick notes here, positives and negatives. Ramsdale is a definite positive for me. Sung is a definite positive. Bruno first half.
We are knackered.
you know, the second half was a bit of a non-entity really by both teams. The intensity didn't appear to be there, and they were sloppy. Both teams very, very sloppy. Maley, fair play to Maley, he did great.
Well, he's for me, he's my man of the match.
Yeah, I probably agree with you.
Even though, believe it or not, SofaScore have given it to Matt Targett.
Well, guess why? Because he scored a fucking goal. Actually, but I'm still gonna put Targett.
Well, I guess that doesn't matter in football anymore. We don't have to score no more.
Targett could kind of go down as a half positive. Negatives, I think, again, Murphy does what Murphy does. Has a overall poorish game, but does what you need to do, scores a goal. Which is if he can do that 38 games next season, he'll be top scorer.
Do you guys hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about we start with the match reaction right now, right here. Don't go anywhere. We're right here. We're going to do their reaction. Effective immediately.
That's what we're doing.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you're going to restart?
No. Where is this damn thing? Anyways.
Two, not 0-0.
I don't know why it's just 0-0. There it is. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the match reaction. Newcastle United 2, Espanyol 2. What do we make of this? Well, I mean, it was a difficult game to watch for a really good part of it. But welcome everyone, anyway, to the channel. If you're just tuning in, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Right now, please do that. If you want to super chat, you can do that as well. Help support the channel grow, and yeah, help us out. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We got to get there. You know that. So all right.
And hit the bell. Only 10% of subscribers, got 7,000 subscribers, and we've only got 700 live notifications. So hit that bell button, and you'll get to know whenever we're coming on.
All right, then. So what do we make of this situation? It was tough to watch for the very beginning. The second half. And in the first half, I thought that's what was really interesting. Sue was really good. Some will say he was the man of the hour. I would say he was the best player all game. And then Miley, I think it was interesting as well. Who else do you get out of Who else?
I thought Ramsdale.
Ramsdale was pretty good. That's interesting
Yeah.
about Ramsdale. I mean, I
Yeah.
thought
I'd love to actually. I don't know if you're still here, Dom. Can you get the sofa score stats up for Ramsdale in terms
Yeah.
of distribution?
yeah.
96%. 22 out of 23 passes direct.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's a massive, massive upgrade on Nick Pope in terms of distribution. People
Yeah.
could argue that, Pope might have saved one of the two goals or
Song
whatever.
Soo, 19 out of 20 at 95%. So again, you're looking at the positives. Matty Targett, 87, 58 out of 67. Louis Smiley, 83 out of 90, 92%. Murphy, 39 out of 47, 83% accurate passes. But again, when you look at the passing side of things, Jacob Murphy, one key pass, nothing out of four accurate passes, and no long balls accurate. So again, quite a poor outing when you look at that. Aaron Ramsdale, long balls accurate. He tried 8, he got 7 correct.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
that's obviously one of those passes that he missed. So the one pass that he missed out of 23 was a long ball.
Yeah. So again, you're trying to
that's
squeak
the
the
difference.
positives.
That is the difference.
No, that's what Eddie said, wasn't it?
That's
He
what-
wanted
that's
he
what
wanted
he's
the 1 to
talking about,
2%.
Those
Yeah.
2%.
Yeah, we're gonna throw the link. Dom, actually, could you throw the link in the chat so people can come on and have their say, and if you can also to the collaborators group chat, so because Andy Bell's already asking for it, and I'm glad we have you on here because my computer is being sluggish, and every time I move my mouse, it feels like I'm dizzy and you're just dragging and dragging and dragging. But regardless, you can come on, have your say. There we go. The link is pinned in the chat. If you don't mind, call in and have your say, and then the link. That way, people know what it is for. And of course, in the collaborators as well, so they can come on and have their say. So yeah, I think it was a good game. I actually respect Espanyol. I think they're a decent side. And the fact that they weren't better than us, they made a lot of changes, to be fair, as well. But it's a good preseason matchup. I think tomorrow is going to be really what I really want to watch and what I really want to impress. I want to make a statement tomorrow. Not that it matters. A lot of people will forget, but it's still playing it against a big side at home. I think tomorrow, it just based on the talents that they have, of course. I think tomorrow is going to be a big side. And I assume a lot of the starters will play. Say Bruno might not play, but I think Joe Linton, Tonali. I don't think Ramsdale's going to play tomorrow. I think
No,
I
I'll be Palpy tomorrow.
I wouldn't have thought Bruno will play. I don't think there's any chance of that happening.
No.
It'll be Tonali and it'll be J7.
And
I think for the
J7, and therein lies the question.
yeah.
Who else?
Who exactly?
What I mean, who else starts?
Who else are we going to play in midfield?
Well, but in this case, it's not like Bruno would play if he was fit, so it's not.
Yeah,
just gonna,
but who is going to play now? Because Miley and Bruno.
No, I don't think. I think
today.
Miley is going to be a sub. What are you talking about for the Premier League?
Miley won't be playing tomorrow.
No, I know that, but again,
So I'm saying,
why is there
Miley today? Who is going to be playing with J7 and Tonali?
Whoever's there
tomorrow?
Whoever's left? It's not a big.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Who?
Okay, well,
Because we've got nobody left. That's the point I'm making.
Well, I'm glad you're coming to that realization. Umar is in the building as well. Umar, the Toon Whisperer. Oh, he's gone now, so we're gonna have to get him. So he's gonna have to come back on then at some point in time. The link is in the in the chat, folks. Come on and have your say. We'll replace that with that one. There you go. And if you want to come on and have your say, listen, it's a preseason game. I don't think there's room to be angry or super happy either way. It's just a preseason game. But I think the team did decent. But you can clearly tell that we don't have any more source. I think Eddie Howe is scraping the, what do you call it? Scraping the
barrel.
what? The scraping the barrier. And I don't think he has anybody else to play any longer. So he's got who he's got. So breaking Matteo Moretto is saying that Newcastle are actively working on Thiago. They have been in constant contact with Milan today and are making efforts to get the deal done. So we'll have to see what develops as far as that's concerned, and what happens with Malik Thiago. But we would suspect that deal might get done at some point in time. I would assume in the near future, I hope. If not, then we are truly knackered because
I would have him in a heartbeat now. But do we then see, just for example, we signed Thiago now, and then because, again, I heard one link this afternoon, Spurs have joined the race for Guy. And if all of a sudden Guy goes to Spurs for 30 million, are we going to think, bloody hell, why did we get Joe? Why did we not wait? And this is the problem that's been created now.
Well, I 100% agree with that. I mean, if listen, I am assuming because I don't think we're it. Well, I don't know at this point, but that we have spoken with Gehi, and Gehi said, no, I don't want to go there. I want to wait for Liverpool next season. I'm assuming that's what's happened, because if we just simply say no to Gehi for no reason, what would be? It makes no sense. You would go for Mark Gehi.
Because I'm not assuming that. I'm assuming that we've refused to pay 50 million because he's only got a year left.
Well, then we are idiots. That's what's happened. Exactly. So we are idiots. Yeah, no doubt about it. So Eddie Bell's in the building. Andy, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm frozen from what I could tell. Sorry, lads.
No, you're good. On this
you're good.
I'll be honest. I think that was a useful run out to get eyes on certain players and some minutes in some certain legs. I will say one thing, mind. Every time I keep saying Osula, I just keep getting Miggy vibes. Head down, run, nothing from the end of it. I don't know about Gary. I think he's on a similar level for what he said in the past for me. His overall football skill is just not on the level.
It was a gamble from the outset when they signed him. And, when you're looking at a player, you're looking at how to make a difference. And I've said that the one thing that Osula can't do, he hasn't got the ability to find space. Good players find space. His first touch sometimes, I think, when he's on the half turn, he hasn't got that ability to get the ball under control because of the speed of his feet. The ball's always bouncing, so never looks in control when he's back to goal. And when you're in that situation, it's easy for the opposition then to pinch the ball back because you've not got control of the ball. Worst player on the park for me today.
Yeah.
There was a couple of them, but I thought Osula was poor.
I will defend him in the sense of he hasn't got the normal ammunition behind him that would normally be accounted to Isak. But it's the simple things that I see him doing. He makes simple things look difficult sometimes, and the difficult things look simple. It should be the other way around. He's capable of the little flick through someone's legs and run around them. But it's the simple link-up play that I find you've got quality behind him. How do you get them into the game? And I don't think he's going to get them into the game. So for me, I honestly think if he doesn't get a good performance in soon, he's going to be behind the likes of Qual and Neve, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, Neve, Neve hasn't shown anything.
Whoa, what? No, Neve was all right. He wasn't brilliant, but he was putting himself about.
He was unlucky. He was unlucky.
But he was at it. The cross that came in, and by the way, it was good defending as well.
I mean, you've also got to understand that when he come on, was it 60 something minutes when he come on for Sue? The game's gone. if you think, as a spectacle by that time. There's lots of changes. Newcastle were blowing literally at their backsides towards the end. So for a cutting edge, you know, he's never going to be on the forefront of any development play. And you saw that. You know, you have to question after 60 minutes where we were going to score. And unfortunately for Espanyol, it came from a poor mistake, and which Murphy capitalised on. But, you know, when you're looking at the overall game, I thought we looked so good in the first half down that left-hand side. But again, it's a case of you get into promising positions, and then it's a case of when you've beat the player, ISM comes to mind again, you know, with Song Soo. I've got to beat you again. I've got to beat you again, you know, rather than just wrapping your foot around it and trying to get that ball into a danger area. So as much as I was really pleased with some of the work that Song Soo did, he looks promising. I do think he's got to start realising that he's got a left foot. Whether he can use it or not is still yet to be seen. But there is no point in giving yourself half a yard of space if you're then going to backtrack and come back against, you know, the player coming at you. And so for me, that's the negative point of Park Soo. But I think, you know, again, I look at Sela. When I watch Sela through the middle, and I said, to me, he would have been you know, you're looking at a defender's nightmare. He's not a defensive nightmare. You know where he's going to run back to all the time. You don't have to follow him because you know he's going to rebound. He is the yo-yo centre forward. He doesn't create space for anybody else to exploit. That's the other issue I've got. He seems to just stick between the 6-yard lines. And when you've got a player like that, it's very difficult for any of your teammates to actually get involved in goals.
I thought Miley was fantastic, by the way. Just sorry, I should have said that. Should have been the first thing I said. Miley proved where you can sit next to Bruno, and I thought he was better than Bruno personally, but yeah, that's fair.
Who, Miley?
Miley was good.
Yeah,
I think
he did what he needed to do, didn't he, in the centre of the park? Kept it simple.
Well, I mean, you can tell that we got back up there, and now we probably need one more anyway. So I would feel comfortable if we have another player in the midfield that we can trust. Willock, you can't trust Willock at all, so you wouldn't.
Well, I've just had a look at the Chronicle player ratings, and the Chronicle have given Song Park an 8 and Jacob Murphy an 8. Don't know what game they watched for Jacob Murphy to get an 8, to be fair. Louis Smiley got a 7, Gilmera's got a 7, Dan Byrne a 7, Louis Hall a 7, Matt Targett a 7, Fabian Shaw a 6, Kraft a 7, Ramsdale a 7. Willisula 4.
Well, there's a lot of 7s there that I wouldn't be dishing out.
Yeah, I think that's
the first thing.
We were better than Espanyol. There's no doubt about it. But we couldn't finish anything. So, and I don't even know if we created enough to finish. Quite honestly, we just had the ball around and around, and didn't do much.
It's the final third again, isn't it? You know, they didn't do a low block. They played a 4-4-2 system. Yeah. It's an old-fashioned system. But again, because of lack of movement through the middle, every time we got into decent positions in the final third, there was no delivery. And that's what I said. Park Soo was the highlight of the first half for me because he wanted to have a go. And he beat his player and he got into some really promising positions. It's just a shame, like I say, that he didn't try something different. Either drive into the box once he'd got half a yard and try and get them to commit a foul, or have a go and be confident with that left foot. But, you know, like I said, for his second appearance at St. James's Park as well, a lot of pressure on him. He played with a lot of confidence.
He didn't seem fazed, did he?
No, not at all.
He almost beat himself a couple of times. You know, he beat a player, like you said. He got to the byline. He then nearly fell over at the byline because he beat himself. But I think if you've got some aggressive midfield players that are running with him, you'll see the best out of him. And we have got to remember he is 18-year-old. I get the ESM comparisons, but ESM was still doing them when he was 26.
26, yeah, exactly.
Well, I have no issue with Park Soo at all. He can do all of that whenever he wants. That's what he's there to do. You know, so I don't have an issue with that. But the Osula thing, I mean, it's interesting because we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with him.
Yeah. Well, Eddie was taking all the flack last season for not playing him enough.
He still needed minutes over Wilson.
Well, you can see why not.
Well, no,
Yeah, I
not really.
agree.
Not really, because Wilson, he was never available, and he was dross. He was heavy. He couldn't run. So what's the point? At least you try somebody new that might be able to do something. That's my point. Why keep trying
I
somebody
think
that's
Wynn's
not
point,
good?
No.
if the chance comes to Wilson, he's going to take it. I don't see that from Osula. I just don't see it.
Asula's much more promising coming in off the right hand side, where he's got the
that's
time.
there was a chat. Someone in
when
the
he-
chat there before said he's good. He'll be a winger, not a striker.
He loves the
And
ball in
we've got
front of him
plenty
and
wingers.
running at a player. Yeah, he hates to play with his back to goal because then, like I say, it's all about your first touch. And at this present moment in time, and don't forget, he's not a young boy anymore.
No.
This lad's 23. It's not. He should be now. At the forefront, knocking on the door to get into the side. And
can't see the
unfortunately,
headbutt
he's miles
he's
away.
doing. Well.
We're talking about paying 50s and 60, 70 millions for 22 and 23-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
Did anyone see the
15
headbutt that Osula threw, by the way?
The what, sorry?
So the centre back was winding up Osula. I don't know. I was watching it on something else, so I don't know if your camera angle was the same. But he kicked out at the defender with his leg. Then they had a bit of an argument, and he threw a headbutt at the defender as he was moving away.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that was 2018. It's been just before the first goal.
Right.
I don't know if we can get highlights. Osula threw a headbutt in.
Did
Yeah.
he?
well,
Somebody
I
saying
watched
that
it again,
he just turned
believe it or
22,
not.
Asula. Yeah. Well,
I'm
that's
not
the only
sure.
way you get the full point of it, isn't it? That's what I said. It's difficult not to see the full game as we do while you're talking as well. So you sit back and concentrate. You see a lot more of the game.
Had there been VAR, you'd have been off. That's how bad it was.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I'll have to have another look at that.
Don't remember that one, but okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea also prioritizing a center back as Colwell has gone down with injury, so they're looking to buy Margay as well. So it seems like we got competition there if we're even in it. So I don't know if we're. I'm assuming we're not because there's nothing talked about as far as that's concerned. But it could be
Well,
that
we're
we're wrong.
definitely in by Chow, so.
Well,
Simon Yorkshire
by
was just-
the way, if you look at Chow's heat map last season, a bit like Guy, predominantly left-hand side.
Right. So I'm not sure about if we're gonna do something, we gotta do it. Stop funning around, getting it done.
Listen, we've got to get centre backs in. We've got to get a midfielder in.
We've got to get two center
striker in.
forward.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think
Just,
centre forwards is an absolute must now. We have to focus on two centre forwards.
Well,
That's right.
And then
Bailey's just said that we have shortlisted, and of course he's got Randall Colomani on there, and Samu, but he's got Jackson, Watkins, and Strand Larson on the list. That's apparently the inside list from Newcastle United.
Jackson's come out and said he wants 6. What's this new explore options? In other words, I want to leave, innit? We're getting that walk nowadays that we're kind of just.
I want a new challenge.
I want to leave.
Yeah, that's what's happening. It's just the same thing.
Who was it who wanted the new challenge? Can't remember now.
God, honestly.
Isak.
No, he's exploring options.
Jackson's just followed. I want to explore my options.
Yeah, that's what
You want to leave.
Stephen Howe says, with Isak's dip of form towards the end of that season and maybe wanting away, did he maybe not put the effort in as he didn't want us to get Champions League, hence an easy excuse to leave the club?
No,
I doubt it.
I love a conspiracy theory.
No. You've only got to go and I'll share a video with you guys. And Craig Hope. And I know there's a lot of people that doubt Craig Hope, but he reported, or he knew 12 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying that, but if he knew, he should have said something. That's one thing I criticize him.
That's what I said.
He's saying the club knew as well. So he says all the flack that Isak's getting for the timing of it all, it's nothing to do with him. Him and his agent told the club 12 months ago.
And like I say, according to the Jamie Carragers of this world, it's Liverpool now that are asking Isak to play up to force the move because obviously they want to lowball it.
Interesting, because Craig Hope just posted the Eddie Howe update on Isak situation due shortly. So that's going to be, I guess, on the post-match.
Obviously, when he does the presser,
well, I mean,
they're not going to be talking about the game much.
Well, I understand that, but for him to confirm that is if that's what's going to happen, I don't know if there's something that's been predetermined with the media since we're going to address the situation. You never know. So I've never seen Craig Hope post anything like that, assuming that that's what's going to happen. Because I mean, how does he know? Eddie Howe can just say whatever. So I don't know. What if he says? What if he says it is over? The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone, man.
I think it's about 3 weeks since you first used that phrase.
I did, very much indeed. Yeah, I did. But I thought there's always a way.
You heard it here first.
There's always a way back when things are knackered.
That's my
Kenny
argument. I want
W's
what's best for Newcastle United, and if that means Isak in a black and white shirt again, so be it.
Yeah. This is an interesting
one. If that
one.
means playing hardball and saying to him, "You're going nowhere, kid," so be it. Let's say that. Then the ball's in his court. That's everything's finished. Nobody can sign him. It's up to him then to decide what he does.
But a lot
it's all
of
about cost, though, isn't it?
A lot of Toon fans want him out, though.
You've still got to be prepared.
Well, a lot of Newcastle fans want him out. That's the problem.
And that's what we're on at the minute.
It's similar to the Modric situation at Spurs when he wanted to go to Chelsea. It's similar to the original, was it Torres when he went to Chelsea the season before? He was going to go to... Was he not going to go back to Atletico Madrid, maybe? But Liverpool just says, no, we can't get a replacement in, so you're not going.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it needs to work.
Rooney, even at Man United, sat in the crowd for 2 months, if you remember. So Alex Ferguson says, that's fine, you can sit in the crowd and watch your teammates. There's a World Cup coming on, how are you going to get in the squad? So
that's exactly what I would do. We need to do what's best for Newcastle, and that was best for the player. That's the way it works. What's best for the player, he already chose that, which is sign a contract for a long time with money guaranteed. He chose what's best for him at the time. We need to do what's best for the club now. And it's not like you're not going to pay him. And so, it's going to he's going to get paid whether he's playing or not. And but I tell you, he's not going to be happy at all if he doesn't play. But I think at this point,
we've cracked the 350. Let's get with the 400 legs. Come on.
Come on. If we don't get to 400, we're not going anywhere.
We're staying on all night.
We're staying all night until we get to 400. But
that might stop them hitting it.
That's true. But come on, folks, hit the like button. I'm trying to check if anything comes from the.
The place I'm wearing a bloody Brazil top and you.
I was thinking that. By the way, we were linked with Paquetá again today, so
that's the other thing. I would have
just
him
my hint.
The goatee clan.
Paquetá and Gallagher.
So Carl Hope says Isak refused again to sign a new contract this week again, according to Romano. But let me tell you something now. Romano is starting to annoy me, so I don't know. Man. A lot of people are saying that he's getting paid by Man United on $10K a month to just
home for it.
So to spread. He's starting to look dodgy. To say everything that everybody that Newcastle is related to or rumored to, he knackers it in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck, man? It's a bit odd the way he's moving. But
have I just been sanctified? Have I got a halo?
No,
for you lads.
Well, no, you ain't got your green screen. Your green screen is knackered. Eddie says big call win. Isak's done for me. So a lot of Toon fans are not happy. A lot of Toon fans.
My mates are not happy, but I said the same to them. Listen, if he puts a black and white shirt on and starts banging the goals in, you'll show up.
What annoys me is though he's not there, regardless of whether you're still employed by the club.
You don't know whether that's been because he's been told not to be there. That's the thing.
I can get it in the sense of a security thing because some of the fans, if I get it. It stops escalating the situation, but at least he could be one of the executive.
What we need to be doing now is just sitting back calmly and doing what's best for us.
Yeah.
And don't do anything to prevent whatever we think it is going to be best for us happening.
But so here, this is what I would do. I already said it before, and I will appeal that he loves playing football, and just tell him not gonna go anywhere. If you want a new contract, we can get you a new contract right now. We can make it easy at the end of the season for you to leave wherever you want to go for a lesser price. Get you a better contract, but you got to give us your 100% this season. If he throws his, if he doesn't, I can't finish that phrase because it's a stupid phrase anyway. If he throws his toys out the prom, did I get it right? Hey, yeah. If he does that, you put him on the sidelines, put him on the to watch the game sideline. He eventually will come to. He can pout all he wants to, but he will want to play eventually. That will last 2-3 weeks if that.
I seen a random tweet yesterday. I don't know who it was, but it spelt the situation out in the media so much for me. You go against all the other transfer targets that's been linked at the moment. So Gahey, this is his fee. They won't move unless his fee's met. Pedro had it. Kike had it. So in other words, all the media is spouting. All the top clubs have a fee for their player, and they're not going to budge. How many times have we seen Sky Sports report Newcastle have a fee, but maybe if so-and-so club bids this, they might listen. They're not saying that about Palace. All the pressures on Newcastle to lower their price tag. None of the pressures on any of the other clubs to lower their price tag. Look at Sesko when we were after Sesko. Leipzig said, this is the fee. You don't meet it. There was no pressure from Sky Sports saying, oh, well, it's believed if this... There's a trend starting, and it is...
Trend started.
Trend
been going since the Premier League started.
Well, it's been going for a long time.
Gaia in the cartel's
It's so
pocket.
easily to not notice it until someone puts it in black and white on Twitter in front of you, and you're like, do you know what it is, mate? You're bang on. Because we're involved in buying somebody, we've got to meet their price tag. But because we've got a player that we see is worth 150 million quid, we have to bow down to
and when somebody look at Newcastle going in low balling.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but all of a sudden we are supposed to lower that price.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Saying it's not a halo I've got, those are horns win.
There you go. Dario says he's coming to Anfield, no worries. But again, that Liverpool fans think that is a given. And I wouldn't put money on that because it really, he might want to leave all he wants to.
He may get there eventually, but I wouldn't be confident at all that he's going to be there this summer.
Well, simply because I just don't get how people really believe. Just because football, unfortunately, has gone this way where the clubs have no say-so. Now, listen, we might not have a backbone and we might be twats that roll over and just do what the player wants. But I am going to appeal that we do have backbone and that PIF is not known for just doing what the employees want, but rather what they want, illegally, of course, and that they're not abusing the player. He's getting paid. He's the one choosing that he doesn't want to fulfill his contract, and so they choose how he leaves. And I actually said it before: the best way for Isak to leave now is if he complies, not what he's doing now. That's not going to get it done. Now, people are saying that he's the one that doesn't want to train, that he's not bothered, and others that Eddie Howe is the one that told him, you got to go somewhere else, train alone, maybe hoping that Isak is going to come to him and apologize. Maybe that's what Eddie wants. It doesn't mean that, that guarantees him to stay, but at least...
I don't think he's pulling a black and white shirt on without that happening.
Yeah, well, I think it's the team he needs to apologize, not Eddie.
But should the team or should Eddie tell him you need to do this, you need to do it, or should it come from the player to say, I'm sorry? So we don't know because maybe Eddie hasn't talked to him.
I think when they had the barbecue and everybody else went home and Eddie was with him for 3.5 hours, I think that's what he.
Oh, is that right? I have not heard that he had a meeting with Isak as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they were the last out of the building, weren't they?
Okay.
Isak, Tyndall, and Howe.
Unless the three of them were just in there.
Well, so they have. I've not heard that they had a meeting. So you guys heard that? That's different now. That's different because if they had a meeting, then Then it's not.
I mean, obviously, all
the
these rumours
players
that have
went
come
to him,
out
all
now.
the families went to him,
Yeah.
and then Isak came in. Eddie
Yeah.
and Jason were still there. I was hoping that Yasser was going to be there as well. Because
Look, I don't even know if Yasser is in Newcastle, by the way.
Nobody has even, there's been no sightings of him
So
in
he's not in
Newcastle at
Newcastle.
all.
He's not in Newcastle then. Let's not lie.
And again, that it beggars belief that if he's in the UK and we are going through the turmoil that we're going through right now, and he isn't in Newcastle, it blows the mind.
Eddie left
it's-
45 minutes after Isak arrived.
I'm assuming he wasn't at the match tonight because there would have been some cameras on him if he had been.
No, he's not. I guarantee you he's not in Newcastle. Because, everybody says he is, but he's not, man.
Somebody would have snapped him and been.
I mean, people want to hope that, but I guarantee you he's not.
It's madness.
And it's even worrying, by the way, if that's the case.
It's extremely worrying.
But I was listening to you guys yesterday, and I want to say a few things about some of the twatness pronounced yesterday, especially for one particular person. But Irish Assassin says, Chris, I really wanted Isak to come and apologize and try and fix the bridge, but right now he has gone to a place where he cannot come back. He has ended his Newcastle career. Well, some people do have that thing. So
a lot of people have got that.
For example, yesterday, in all over social media, really. I mean, it looks weird when teams like was it Al Hilal or Al Nassr that was buying, trying to get Wissa, and also Al something bought what's the guy from Liverpool, the Uruguayan guy. And people, and then there's multiple situations like that. Like the Chelsea kid that went to Saudi Arabia, and people always want to come into how is it possible that they're helping other team. I think we also need to. We're not looking at it. We're looking at it from the tinted glasses, but we can't do that. PIF bought Newcastle United. Certainly, you can probably say that they could possibly send a message that let's help Newcastle and not. Well, I mean, but you can't really expect them to act as if Newcastle is now the world to them, and we got to do everything possible to just make Newcastle great. Because those businesses have to make money on their own, have to succeed on their own. They're separate companies. We also as fans expect PIF to all of a sudden. The crown prince of Saudi Arabia to say, wake up and think about Newcastle 24/7, and we can't do that. Though they got businesses that they're going to worry about their own businesses. If we didn't make Sela money, Sela wouldn't be sponsoring us. It's not about doing us a favor and giving us money for no reason. It has to make sense for them as well. I've disagreed with Mighty Win before on this, way before, probably last year, about this whole, because you felt, they just have to do it, and they're just going to throw in the money. No, it seems like they're running it as a proper business. They're not just going to be.
Well, before Selco got involved with Newcastle, they'd only been involved in very, very, very small boxing scenarios. Look at the events that they've been involved in since Fury Usyk 2, AJ. The amount of money. Because obviously our first sponsor from them was based on the profits of Sela. The next sponsorship we get from them is going to be a hell of a lot bigger, simply because the money that they've been bringing in other areas, because of the links to Newcastle, they're getting into the British market via us, but they've taken over different areas.
That was the plan. And it was reported after the first 18 months that Sela had gone from something like 150 employees to 1,000 employees.
That'd be crazy now, mate. Crazy.
Based on the group.
Conor Ben and Chris Eubank fight.
It's brand awareness. That's what you pay for in the Prem.
Yeah, well, the thing, my point is, like, for example, Al Hilal, they're not waking up thinking, let's make Newcastle great again. They're trying to worry about making Al Hilal great again. That's the way it works, man. We tend to look at it from a very biased point of view, but we can't keep doing that. Now you can say the people in charge, the CEO of Newcastle United, if whenever we get one, could have that conversation with somebody at PIF, with the chairman, and say, look, I think this is what's jeopardizing us at the moment. You know, that we might be giving money to other clubs that we might not. You know, you can bring it up in a conversation, but you can't really make them do that. That's my opinion. You know, I think,
I mean, look, you're saying they're in it to make money.
but they are win.
I think that's true, but I think that there's also a fair bit of truth in the argument that the reason they wanted to be involved in the Prem was all the sports washing thing.
Culture.
That is rubbish, by the way. I mean, that is
It's
rubbish.
not Chris, honestly. The money they've lost
what
from fights.
what they've done
Honestly.
now.
Okay, let's talk about it then. What is sports washing?
They've grown their brand. But with sports washing is wanting people to see Saudi Arabia
For one thing.
as a positive thing.
But why wouldn't they be positive?
Instead of a negative thing.
Why wouldn't they be? Who looks at Saudi Arabia as negative? I have never.
Prior to them
People's
taking
rights.
over us.
Oh.
Everybody.
Prioritizing what?
Prior to the takeover.
Human rights, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to get political.
Yeah, well, that could be. But do you understand that they will get the World Cup regardless? Qatar got the World Cup regardless if people like them or not. You know, they have sorry, again, we don't want to get political, but it has to do. They have very strong rules against homosexuality, for example, laws. And no matter what, we had the Qatar Cup there. Everybody went there. Even Henderson, that was a Liverpool player, that was all about, you know, the LGBTQ community, whatever. He still went over there. Everybody played, and nobody cared. You know, Argentina still raised the cup. It doesn't. All of that. It's all talk, man. You know, I don't.
What they want to do is get eyes on an association, and then you learn more about it, and
In
then
a
you can
positive sense.
correct in a
To a
positive
negative
aspect.
sense.
And then you can learn more about things. For example, how many sportsmen in the world do we love? But then when you look deep into their lives, you think, oh, I actually don't quite like that guy. But Conor McGregor, for an example, you know, how much money has he made in being an arsehole?
I think
it's a bad comparison.
Going off topic there a bit, but what I'm saying is, if PIF, which they are, they're in the business of making, they need to make money and have enterprises under their banner which will make money when the oil runs out. That's the object of the exercise.
Well, I think the objective is to make money. That's why they invested in everybody, in every damn
but
sport
it's
and
to be
everything
involved
else.
in businesses other than oil.
Well, but that's why to make money, man.
Can I just ask you guys then? You know, you're talking about they see it as a business. Tell me one other business that runs for 10 months without a CEO.
Well, 100%. That's not a positive at all, and that's a criticism.
That is still a question, Gary.
So they're not running it as a business then, are they? Because you can't run a business without somebody in charge.
No, normally you're not limited. They can just throw money at the problem.
Well, that was my other question. The problem with PIF is they don't like the confrontation. They think throwing money at an issue, at a problem, gets them out of the problem, and it doesn't. Because unless you've got people that manage the business, money doesn't give you anything, and we've seen that. It's getting wasted on players that will not be able to perform at Premier League level. And you can blame PSR because I have done myself, and it is a major issue. But until you get somebody in a management position that can pull people together and not have Eddie Howe FC on one side, Mitchell FC on the other side, that both of them are never going to agree because they're going to disagree, and they've both got faults. The biggest problem I see, the massive fault that nobody ever talks about, the elephant in the room, is why have we been involved for 10 months without a management structure? Because to me, that is PIF saying, I ain't interested.
Yeah.
You were just thinking Champions League's going to attract players. We'll use that as a poll.
Well, it could, but
it's also not going to cost them anything. It's not going to cost them a penny because what they've paid for the club and what they've put into the club, but by every avenue other than advertising, which has been very, very successful advertising. The club is now worth over $1 billion for the 300,000 that they paid for it and whatever the 600,000 that they put in.
effectively they got their money back, or their will if they ever sell the club.
And I think if they were to sell the club now, they would get more. Well, they'd probably get nearer 2 billion for it.
Well,
Who's-
I mean, I don't think their focus is on Newcastle. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is.
Well, exactly. That's
But-
my point.
But
as
see,
well.
we
Or
think
Ronaldo's.
I think that the biggest mistake is that the CEO is not there. That's on them. But quite honestly, but I want to just look in the mirror here for a second, right? Everybody, all Newcastle fans, because we think the chairman of PIF, who is in charge of literally, well, let's Google it, how many companies in PIF, should come.
It doesn't matter.
No, when it does matter, because you want him to come here and worry about Newcastle United because we can't sign Sesko.
Because he has sat in the chair and opened his jacket.
Yeah, but he did that at the time. But that's not an obligation. That was at the time when they bought the club. What did you want them to be sad, mad that they bought the club? No. The problem with them is that they should have appointed somebody to run Newcastle. And quite honestly, how they view how they view if a CEO is running it badly or good, it's up to them. Because they can say we're a mid-table team, the books are green, we're doing fine. Maybe that's good enough for them.
There should be a point of contact at Newcastle at all.
Maybe that's good enough for them.
Superstar they have established 103 different portfolio companies.
Yeah.
So-
not all
But you see, you
companies
have got
make
other
sense.
directors that are involved with PIF
And
actually
hold
at the club.
stakes in
You've got that
220 more.
Al-Agbani, they've got Razik, that are above Darren Ailes, with obviously sitting in line with Ruben before you even get to Romain. And I think that is the other issue, because we never hear about the Al-Agbanis or the Raziks that are at directors levels. These are the guys that are pulling, the punches.
They
When
may
Al
well
Romain
be the
isn't
guy who are signing the
involved.
checks, fixing
They
the
may
prices.
well be, but I mean that to me is a case of there's still a major issue. If these guys are the ones that are pulling the punches and pulling the checks, why have they not overseen a new CEO and a
the way-
director of football when they've known for months
biggest-
apparently that they were leaving?
By the way, Craig Hope says that again, an Isak update coming soon. How does he know that Eddie's going to say anything about Isak or give real details about Isak? We don't know. He's posting it. Craig Hope has never, no journalist ever says or assumes what the manager is gonna say.
Well,
So
they'll have been in and out by now.
no, he's posting that. There's waiting. Maybe the post came in late, but so he should be posting the quotes pretty soon then. And of course, we will be uploading the reactions from Newcastle whenever they come about. So stay tuned to the channel. Dom is telling me
Tom is saying press conference delayed. Just
exactly.
started.
So how do and Dom? How do you know that? By the way, is there a way that you can watch that, or how do you get that information? We got our staff working on it, and okay, Craig Hope is saying that PIF has established 103 portfolio companies. Additionally, it has invested in and has hold stakes in 220 plus other companies. And you expect the chairman to say, "Oh, hold on, mate. Let me stop worrying about Uber real quick, and let me go to see what people in Newcastle say." Listen, I want them to.
What
It would
I'm
be
saying
lovely.
is if they're
but it's-
running it as a business, as you say, you should have people doing that job
Well,
that are capable of doing it. And
that
paying
is
you what
and that is the criticism right there. That they should have appointed people to take care of the business and not leave it the way it is right now. That's
Let's
the
be honest,
criticism on them.
if we had someone as a point of contact from Saudi at the club, say 250 days of the year, they would have a direct line to someone else higher up in the PIF there that could relate to and say, look, this is the issue that we've got. Where do we go? What leniencies have I got in regards to transfers? What have I got? Instead, we've got Darren Neal's not well, not able to run the club to the normal standard that he would, and someone else that is inexperienced trying to pick up the pieces. You've got Eddie Howe coming into a position that he's ailing,
All right.
with no fault of his own. So we're kind of just
Folks.
we're putting square pegs in circle holes. Let's
Yeah,
be
we
honest.
All right, we got some quotes here. Right now, breaking news. Romano is saying Newcastle again tried to renew Isak's contract this week. The player said no. He wants to go to Liverpool. Isak to Liverpool remains absolutely on, says Fabrizio Romano. But quotes from Craig Hope right now. If you can keep them coming, Dom, I would appreciate it. Discussions between us have to remain private. We would love to see him back with the team. The situation has to be right for that to happen. So,
I mean, it's just it's white flags, isn't it? Come on,
It's
There's
protection,
no
mate. That's all it
transparency
is.
in that at all.
No.
The situation
Hold
has to
on.
be right.
Where is the white flags?
The white flag is the situation has to be right. Is you've got an easy get out when he goes, but the situation wasn't right for the rest of the players. He
Well,
disrespected
no,
the
the
rest of
situation
his
has to
team.
be right. Is obviously Isak has to eat humble pie and apologise to his
Yeah, he's not
teammates,
going to.
the club.
He's not going to.
We would
I
like him
don't
back.
see it happening. I hope you're right, Win. I really do. I
Yeah.
pray you're right.
Sure.
Because if we don't get a replacement in, we're going to have that Shearer season that, like I referred to on Thursday. I think just that's an easy cop out. Just at least be a little bit more assertive with your answer, or at least give us fans something that all the people that's just went and paid all the money today, 20 quid for a friendly, and tomorrow we deserve to know. Look, what's the likelihood of that we've got our main striker next season?
Well, obviously
Are
that's going to
you
be in
making,
Isak's hands.
are you making any progress? He's never even said, is there any progress being made?
We've had
I think
discussions.
it's a
It's
cop out.
clear at the moment that we can't involve him with the group.
well, here you go. So
I don't know how long that will be for.
But day one, if you
We-
can't
we-
involve
hold-
him in the group, you don't know. That tells you
So
everything.
again, let me reread that because when is it? Come on, we've had discussions. It's clear at the moment that we can't involve him with the group. I don't know how long that will be for. Well, I mean, there's not. I mean, he's clearly not. No.
Plain as day, and let's hope. My
We are
hope
knackered.
is that we don't know how long it will be for. If it's
Exactly.
till the end of the transfer window, so be it.
5 games into the season with what up front?
No,
We have no
wait,
idea.
What I'm
plan
saying
is
is,
for
wait.
in the meantime, we've still got to.
Well, we got to get West. Let me hold on.
We need 3
This
proper
should never.
strikers anyway.
There shouldn't be a question. I couldn't believe the information coming out of Newcastle when they were saying that we were going to sign Sesko. At the time, they were saying if Isak leaves, we got to sign Sesko. Like what the? No, it ain't if Isak leaves. Isak has shown you his cards. He will try to leave now, next season, the following season, until his contract is over. Every time. Not only the following season, in the winter, he'll try to leave again. So we need to get in his replacement, and we need to get in Wissa or Jackson or Mateta, who I still don't understand why we're not in for. So we need to get those guys in. And then Isak will eventually will have to come crawling back with his tail tucked between his legs to apologize. Because he
You're telling
needs
me
to
that we're
play.
meant to be trying to do transfer deals.
Oh, more quotes there. Okay.
Sammy, do you want to join the club? Do you want to join the club? Hang on, Isak, are you going to stay or you don't know? You want another couple of days?
Hold
Come
on.
on, it's a load.
That ain't
We
gonna.
got more quotes here from Eddie Howe. He is training later than the rest of the squad. There have been discussions since the tour. I don't think this disciplinary action has happened. He is here, so of course he has a future at Newcastle. From our perspective, we would love to have him back with the team, but the situation has to be right for that to happen. So that was, I guess, part of the first quote.
Yeah.
But he's saying so of course he has he has a future at Newcastle. I mean, I don't know if he's being optimistic there.
Totally optimistic. I mean, I said there was a rumor saying that he said he doesn't want to train with the team. He doesn't want any involvement in the team. And I think, as you saw, I mean, there's, the spiel is he's being kept away from training because he doesn't want tactics leaking. I think it's all from Isak. I think it's Isak pushing his way out of the door. And the more he downs tools and does what Wissa's been doing, the more chance of a low ball offer coming in from Liverpool. And to be fair, I do not see there being any deal done until after we play them.
Well,
this is the second game of the season.
That could be very much what happens. Now, I mean, this is pretty difficult, to be honest, because I don't know what to make out of this whole situation. But it depends, and as I was saying, it depends on how
Rent.
PIF runs the club. If they think we don't need the money, we're good, he can go do whatever, they will tell him you're just gonna have to sit out. It depends on how they act on the situation. It's all about PIF or whoever's in charge. But if PIF is not in the building, then who the hell is running Newcastle United?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Somebody was saying that they'd offered him 300,000 a week. I mean, I haven't seen that anywhere else. Has anybody else seen it?
Who said that?
I saw it on when we were literally just going live. It
So-
jumped up. It could be just total BS, but it's from a Liverpool channel, and they're saying that again. That's what I saw. Isak's on strike. He's told Newcastle when they offered him the new contract of 300,000 per week, he has no intentions of staying at Newcastle. He wants to join Liverpool.
Well, here's the thing. Let's pull up the. There's some quotes now from Keith Downey, and obviously they had to write it down, so maybe some quotes are a little bit different. Thank you very much indeed, Sensible Moniker, for the super chat there. Put it on the screen. There you go. It says, can we just call it as it is? Our ability to score goals is about 30. That's that's relegation stats. Who the F thought Osula the clown was the answer? Well, I don't think it's the answer, but thank you very much for your super chat, mate. So we got there the quotes from Keith Downey, so another reporter in the building. Listen to Eddie Howe. We've had discussions, and it's clear at the moment we can't have him involved with the group. I don't know how long that will be for. It's clear I can't involve him with the team at the moment. He is training later than the rest of the squad. There has been discussion since the tours. I don't think disciplinary action has happened. I don't think disciplinary action has happened. Why is he living? Why is
That's poor, isn't it?
I mean, what else you got to?
I think that what that means is he's obviously asked for some disciplinary action, presumably on the Portugal training thing, but he doesn't know if it's happened. And this again, this is the power vacuum that's there, man. Eddie Howe does it. Eddie Howe is saying there.
But you were saying presumably.
No. Eddie Howe is saying there. It's in quotes. He doesn't know if this is so. He doesn't know if one of his players has been disciplined. What the hell is going on?
Exactly.
This is what I was going to try and say before. Why is it we can't just stick Isak in a room and someone have some fucking balls and say, look, do you want, if we give you the money you want, are you going to stay? Yes or no? No. Fine. Right. We're going to do X, Y, Z. If Liverpool don't come in with a bit of X, Y, Z, you're going to either have to sit here and book your fucking ideas up and play, or you can sit in the crowd. That's it.
That's
If
as
he
simple
wants,
as that.
And I think
just say, I want to leave.
It's looking more likely that is going to happen.
And by the way, right there at the end,
The manager can't. Manager's got to be the guy that has that conversation with him. I don't care about fucking legal things and contracts. If he wants to discipline a player, you should be able to say, look, I'm the coach. You've pissed off the rest of your teammates. You've disrespected them. You've disrespected the fans. This is what's going to happen. I'm fining you 2 weeks' wages. X, Y, and Z. You now make a decision what you're going to do. You either pack your bags or you get on, or you stick your team between your legs, go in the dressing room, have a chat with your teammates, and apologise to them.
I agree with you 100%. Now, at the end right there, very clear. He is fit. He does not have a fitness issue. Just letting you know that in case anybody wants to say that he's nurturing anything. And there you go right there. He is in jail. So
sorry, I should have probably said rant income in there. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's what we need anyway. Passionate fans venting their spleen. James says get rid of him. Well, listen, I don't think there's
12 more likes, folks. 12 more likes to 400.
There is no doubt about it that Newcastle are in a very tough predicament when it comes to it, or not.
I don't think we are. The point is, I don't think we are in a tough position. We've got all the cards. He is a Newcastle United player, and he is for another 3 years. We hold all the cards, regardless. And if he wants to throw his career away and rotten the reserves, do it. He'll sharp get sick of that, and then you want to come back, right? If you want to come back, This is how it's going to happen. You're going to apologise. You're going to apologise to the fans. You're going to face the press, and you're going to say you've been a naughty, naughty boy, and we'll let you back in. Until you do that, you can go and rot, son.
There's a lot of noise at Newcastle at the minute, stating that there's a few players that aren't happy with the current situation, aren't happy with what was promised to players, and obviously not fulfilled. So, like we were saying the other day, the biggest problem you find now is that domino effect, where players start to, look at the different things. Old bloke in the blue has lost his
You
marbles.
never walk alone. I know. That's because you don't like what I'm saying. Because you just think you can walk in and take him away.
It ain't gonna work like that. It's just
It's
like
not going to work like that.
who was it, man?
Unless you want to put the 150 million down on the table, and then we'll talk.
The issue in those cards all have jokers on them right now.
Yeah, that 3-year contract's the joker in the pack.
He isn't the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. That's an old Monty Python joke.
Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Well, Mark in the chat is saying not a chance in hell. It was $300K a week though.
No, I don't think it was either.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it was
Newcastle could even afford that.
I don't know
Could
that
have
we
been
can, man.
incentive wise.
Yeah,
Like 250
exactly.
with incentive.
With incentive wise.
but
Yeah.
But I think he just doesn't want to stay here, and that's fine. I mean, there's no issue with that. But he has to leave on our term.
When you know it's not working, let's not drown it out and hurt each other any more than we need to. Let's just get it done. It's getting
Well, yeah, but it has to be on it has to be on our terms. We have to get the money we deserve. You know why, though, man? Because it's easy. This thing is easy right here. Newcastle has a chance of really. We got to get our money back. Nobody ever thought Isak would be one of the strikers that he is now. We put time in it. We put effort in it. We developed him, and he due to his own talent as well. But we got to get our money's worth. If we don't do that with the best striker that we got, then we're never going to do it with any other player. So he's going to leave. That's fine. He can leave, but you got to pay up. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I don't think we should budge as far as the price is concerned.
No,
maybe you can do a 130. Would you do 135 plus 20 next season?
Nope.
No.
Guaranteed.
No.
But I think Newcastle might do that. Quite honestly.
No, I want 150 up front. Get it done. Yeah. If you want them.
Tom's put some more in the chat, guys.
There's more stuff right here. Eddie Howe saying that on the owners, I can assure everyone that the owners care very much about the project and are fighting every day. So, and we got more stuff here from Dom on BBC Newcastle's on Isak. We would love there to be a way back, but ultimately, who said this? But ultimately, that's going to rest with Alex. For us, he's still very much our player, but the situation is what it is, and I have to focus on the players that are here and fit and want to play. He says on transfers, we are focused on a number of positions and a number of players. We're still working incredibly hard to try to add. I think we're one of a number of teams who've found it difficult to bring the right players in. We're still looking on more transfers. He says, we're still looking, we're active, and we'll be active until we have the squad that we want, and that clearly isn't the case at the moment. We still have gaps to fill. Wow. So Eddie Howe is not holding back anymore, ladies and gentlemen. He is, thank you very much, Matty Gorman. Al Hilal got Nunez a discount to grease the skids. Thank you very much, Matty Gorman. And so what do you think? Eddie Howe is not holding back. He's saying he's venting his spleen as well.
I think he's playing hardball. I think rightly so.
I think he's tired of being nagged.
He's tired of being messed around.
Yeah.
For him to stay, and I don't believe he would have said it if it wasn't true, that the first he found out about Isak being training in Portugal was through the press. That's just unacceptable behaviour.
Yeah, but why hasn't he been reprimanded for that.
Well,
I
exactly.
mean, that's something that he should
the way
find
the
them
way
himself.
the way I'm reading the press thing is that he's said he needs to be reprimanded, and he's waiting to see whether or not it happens.
Well, that's the way you're reading it.
Which is ridiculous.
It is, because usually it's the coaches that do the reprimanding, and
Well,
they
what-
go through the board to get
but
the.
the coaches can't
Go
do
through
anything.
the board, exactly.
But
Yeah,
the coaches,
exactly.
They had no board to go through.
the coaches couldn't do anything but just not play them or sideline them. But as far as money is concerned, which I'm sure Isak won't mind, a little 20K or 10K reprimand, you just pay it. You know, that has to be from somebody above, and I don't. What else can they do? They can't do anything else.
Well,
as far
the
as
most they can fine him is 2 weeks' wages
Yeah.
for each offence, by the
It's
way.
each offence.
Hey, well, I would do that if I need to.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
but
would I.
that's when they go through to the PFA, isn't it? And like I say, you've got to have breach of contract, and you've got to ask yourself, is he
breach of contract is-
in breach
Well,
of
he's
contract?
obviously breached his contract if he's went training in Portugal without telling anybody.
Well, what I'm saying is he's still training. So
No,
if
no,
he's
you don't
saying,
train the way
but-
you want to train. You train the way the club tells you to train.
yeah, but what I'm like I said the other day, and I know somebody come online and says, "Come on, safety." If he preaches the fact that he didn't feel safe being at the club grounds on his own because of what all the social media's been saying, and you saw all the banners hanging from the fence. If he's saying, I've took advice, and the advice was for my own safety, I'm still training, but I've took it elsewhere. All I'm saying to you is there's ways around it, and I just think, and like I say, I'm not trying to speak up for him, but I mean, these are the things that can happen, and I just think he should have been involved in HR. Like you were just been saying.
Breach of contract for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I said.
And at
If
the very
he should have got in touch with the club.
If he's got those fears, has he had those conversations with the club?
Exactly,
Hey,
that's what I'm
If
saying.
he hasn't, he's got no grounds.
Hey, the mighty Quinn in the building says 100 mil up front, then 50 next year to help out PSR.
Having worked in employment HR for 8 years, obviously football is going to be entirely different. My argument would be he's not able to fulfill his contractual duties. So therefore, there should be sufficient grounds to at least fine him a week. 2, like Gary says, maybe strongest. He has got grounds on the fact of, well, had I stayed at the ground, I could have been put myself at risk. And I totally get that. But when your manager,
he needs to have that conversation with the club.
When your manager's not aware of where you are, that for me, if any of us phone in sick for work, your manager needs to know where you are. You know, if you're not coming into work, you need to tell them. So therefore, you're not keeping up with their attendance records or their procedures for attendance. So therefore, my opinion, you're in breach of contract. So therefore,
the clear and obvious thing is that Eddie Howe knew that he was going to speak and spill the tea when it comes to this, because they let everybody know Eddie's going to speak about this. So that's why all the reporters were leaking out that any update on Isak is coming soon. So this was done deliberately. I don't know what for, other than inform the people, and that's fine.
See, I think it's a PR stunt. I think Eddie Howe hasn't found him. It's to wrap him up in cotton wool again. It's too soft.
Fans in the chat.
Too loyal.
Yeah.
But anyways, listen, we've been here for an hour on the reaction. We didn't talk much about the game, but it was a game. We'll be back again tomorrow. It was a regular game. We'll be back tomorrow against Atletico Madrid, who I'm actually more excited about. What time is tomorrow's game, man?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. That's 3 p.m. And that is what time in in America?
9.
9 a.m. All right, that's not bad. 9 a.m. I've done worse. Trust me, I've done worse. Anyway, we'll be back again tomorrow, and of course, this will be uploaded for people that want to watch the reaction alone. But anyways, folks, thank you very much indeed. Everybody that super chatted throughout.
Dom's just put a couple of things in. Chris, I don't know whether you want to finish with these few things that he's put in.
We already read some of those, so it's kind of the same thing.
No, the last one.
I want Alex to be playing today, according to Eddie Howe. I want him to training tomorrow. We would love the player to be with us. Let me make that absolutely clear. There is no part of me that does not want the outcome. All right? So he wants him as part of the squad. Thank you to everybody that super chatted as far as the watch along as well. The new members, it's crazy. Bernard Burrows, Jordy Revolution, Random Access, thank you very much. Robbie D, Irish Assassin, Terrence Anchors, Michael Brunelli, Ian Fleming, Sensible Moniker, and Matty Gorman. I appreciate all of you very much for your kind donations. Appreciate it. And we'll be back again tomorrow for the live match. Stay tuned on the channel, though, because we'll be uploading videos. Eddie Howe speaking. We'll upload all of that stuff. So until then, we will see you all on the next.
Away the lads.
Comments,
Lassies
people.
and bands.